This man is the most.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm super hyped and excited for the conversation today. This is one that I've imagined so many times in my head, and it's always funny when you move from your head to the reality of it happening, and it's remarkable. First of all, thank you very much, Torrente, for being here. How are you feeling today? How are you doing today?
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be with you today. I will apologize right now for my English because sometimes I forget the words and stuff, but I will try my
You're
best.
not allowed. You're not allowed. Look, man, I say this every time. We've built an international community on the basis of our second, third, or fourth language. So there's no room to apologize if you know more than 3 languages.
So your Spanish is included, right?
I don't like to count it at all because aside from hi, hello, how are you doing? I'll be like,
Nice.
How you doing, man? Did you have a good day today?
I had a good day. Well, honestly, it was good. It was good. Let's say it was a normal, how I call it, normal NPC day. Just an NPC going to my 9 to 5 job and just going home and stream. That's me. Yeah.
I know the word NPC stands for non-playing character, and I'm curious about your use of it. What do you mean by it specifically? Is it not using your mind? Is it just going through the motions? What does it mean for you?
It's really more than that. It's being in the same spot every day, every night, and then 10 years will pass. I'm gonna still be there, doing the same stuff. Day and night.
I know that feeling. I know that one. I'll tell you a very quick anecdote because you've mentioned that. Some years ago, I did a little exercise. I've literally taken a piece of paper, and I can't remember where I've heard it over the internet. And I've written down, not with a plastic spoon, but with a pen. I've written down a little version of heaven and a little version of hell. What would be good if I had it, and what is something that would be absolutely hell if it materialized. And I know this will make sense to you. My version of hell was exactly what you described, the NPC character, and I've put a name on it. It's the people in every cafe in Morocco that watch all football games and criticize every football player, and they've done nothing in their lives.
and they're eating sunflower seeds. Yeah, of course, man. I know what you're talking about.
God damn. So yeah, every time you say
drinking tea and shit. Oh man. Yeah. Totally.
God damn it, nice.
Yeah.
Well, but first of all, I want to introduce you to everyone else, but in your own words. But before that, I did prepare a little bit of an introduction. If I can find it now. God damn it.
Go for it.
Yeah. So just before we even get started, I have an idea about who Torrente Arcano is. I have been introduced to the way of the torrent some time ago, and then I started looking at your content, tagging on your streams, and just listening in the background, trying to get a vibe for you as a person, for your stream. But I would love for you to tell me who is Torrente Arcano, the person that I do not know, in as many details as you fancied.
The person itself, so not the YouTuber or
we will
streamer.
get to the content and Dofus playing, but the person who is Torrente Arcano, as much as you're comfortable telling us, really, we'll take everything.
Yeah, sure. I'm a person. I'm 20. I'm 28 years old. I just finished my second master's degree in France. The first one I studied in Spain, and I even have a scientific article published. I'm the main author, and I enjoyed all the academic world, but now I genuinely discovered what I really want to do, which is creating content.
Damn, nice.
And so I had a first channel which was about self-improvement. That was my first time, creating a YouTube video. It's really hard to just do it, when you publish your first video. It's not that easy. you think that people will judge you and all of that, and then you see that the world is still the same. So, yeah, and then I kept going and going, and then I changed my niche. So now I'm in Dofus because it's a game I really love. I really love Dofus. I think I played like 5 games in my life, and 3 of them are Dofus. So I really love it.
3 of them are Dofus. That's such a cool one.
And my goal is to make a living with the content creation. So with this, I don't want to say that I want to make a living with Dofus, but with the content creation. And even with Dofus, I think I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. I consider myself one of the YouTubers and Spanish-speaking Dofus YouTuber and streamer. So that's a really small niche. But I think I'm one of the ones that grew the most in the last year and a half, because I've been here for just a year and a half, so that's not that much. But I have this try harder mindset, grinder mindset, a video a day, all of that. So
wow, I'm looking at your channel right now, and I will link it up in the chat for people to see it. Your first video was how to make kamas.
Yeah, kamas.
Is it something to do with bread a year ago?
Yeah.
1 year ago, 12,000 subscribers. And I'd like to tell all people that are with us here in chat that Torrente Arcano is the latest content creator that has joined an elite club. Only a few people that have played Dofus have managed it, and it's called Twitch Partner. You have to average 75 viewers. That is incredible, playing Dofus. Only Dofus. That is nuts. How do you feel about that?
Man, I'm gonna be really honest with you. I have no idea how am I doing this. So all the people that are here with us right now, if you think that you have no idea how to do it, let me tell you that even I don't know what am I doing. So for real, I'm here just trying my best, and
that is
if
incredible.
I can tell you that I don't have no idea what I'm doing. I think you can do even better than me. Or just what I want to say with this is, if you really want to do something, just do it. No one cares. Just do it. Go for it.
Try it.
And that's it.
Thank you for putting that sentiment I have tried to convey. You said that your English is rubbish, but you've done a better job than I have for over a year, telling people, look, I have no idea how this works. Stop telling me that you're successful or big. Just press go live and have the time of your life. Exactly. If there's people in chat, vibe with them, and then that's how it works. That's how I feel about it as well.
Totally.
That is incredible. Oh my god, thank you. I feel validated now.
100%. Yeah.
Nice.
I think the thing, the most important thing is constant, discipline and constancy. Is it constancy? I don't know.
Consistency, I think you're thinking of.
Consistency.
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. I mean, guys, that was the next question I wanted to ask you. Really, is one thing that I've noticed is that we sort of share a similar background, and you have done something incredible in Spanish. It's just mind blowing to me. But we're having this conversation in English, and you've mentioned that you work in France, and I know that you come from Morocco. So can you tell us how many languages do you bloody speak, man? And be honest. If it's double digit, it's fine. Just say it.
I think as well, right? That Moroccan people are really good with languages. I think this is really common. I think you speak minimum 3 languages. I'm really sure about this. Yeah. So I speak 5 because I also take into account Amazigh language. So Berber language, which 100% spoken in North Morocco. So I speak Tarifit, so that's one language. Then Arabic, then Spanish, then English and French. Yes. The one I hate the most is French. Well,
let's go.
when I don't like speaking the most is French. Yeah. I
French.
can't do that.
I
It's
agree with
so
you. I can listen to
annoying.
French, write in French, but the moment I speak, I feel dirty almost.
Bleh. Bleh.
That is hilarious. And just in passing, I'm also from Nador, the north of Morocco.
Oh,
But
you're from
one thing,
Nador.
yes, one
You're
thing,
Aqra'i. You're Aqra'i.
nearby, the second one, not that one, the
Okay,
next
man.
one.
Damn. Because I'm from Al Husayma. So
That's
man,
nearby, same stretch.
we are cousins, man.
Yeah,
Holy
I think we
shit.
might find out by the end of this conversation that we are indeed. And I'm gonna hate it because one of the people in my community called Gluto just makes fun about me, saying that everyone in Morocco is your cousin, but now we're gonna prove him right. And he's never going to shut up about it. Oh my god. But one of the things I wanted to say is that I regret, one of my biggest regrets is not learning the language because of it's sort of only grandparents who used to speak it, but I've made it a concerted point that the moment I return back to Morocco, I'm relearning it because that is the origin, that is the
Yeah.
main language, and everything else is just fluff on top. That is the main one that it should become at least.
Yeah, I think it's really beautiful. I think you're doing a favor to your what's the word? All the people that lived before you and all of that, you know.
Heritage, lineage.
Yeah, your lineage and all of this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm.
I don't know. I think it's a really beautiful thing.
I love it. Honestly,
You're
thank you
doing
very
really
much
good.
for that one. It's such a beautiful sentiment.
Don't worry, my
God
cousin.
damn.
Yeah.
All my notes have been thrown off. Now I'm living in fear that Gluta will clip that and never let me forget about it.
Oh yeah, the word is ancestors. Yeah. Lanti,
Yeah, okay,
thank you, Lanti.
ancestry. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I suppose the natural succession for all of this is to ask anybody that plays the game, how the hell did you find out about it? It makes sense when it's somebody from France that plays the game. It's a natural
Yeah.
treasure, it's part of their culture. But how did Torrente Arcano discover Dofus? When did he play it the first time?
I discovered it. It's a long story, but I'm gonna try to shorten it.
Take your time. I'm all yours.
Basically, my father,
Mm.
he's a handyman, so he has. It's like in the game, handyman. He has
Level
handyman 200.
200? He
Yeah,
makes tools.
but in real life, you know.
Uh,
So he helped. Hmm. What's the name of this internet coffee shop? You know,
cyber cafes.
cyber cafes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he helped a friend of him
Uh-huh.
that wanted to have a cyber coffee, and
Yeah.
he helped him with the furniture.
Yeah.
And because of that, or thanks to that, I had free access to all the
Oh, let's go.
to a computer all day long. Because he had like 10 or 20 computers. I think he had like wait, I think he had 10, exactly 10. So I was
Uh-huh.
taking 10% of his income totally
Playing
free.
Dofus.
No,
Nice.
but I didn't even know Dofus that when I went there for the first year. But suddenly there was a guy. I think he was like 2 years older than me. I was like maybe 10 years old, something like that. Not sure. And he was playing Dofus. I was really known for entering the cyber coffee,
Uh-huh.
the first person, and leaving the last person. I was there. I think I should have worked there, you know. But
uh,
this guy was still there. He was there like more time than me. So
oh,
I developed this curiosity, you know. I was
right.
wondering what is he playing? And then I asked him, and he was playing Dofus, man. He was playing Dofus.
Damn.
I remember he had an Oza,
Uh-huh.
and he was like 98, and he was grinding in I don't know the name. Those big
Cracklers.
no, big fat cats, yellow cats, besides blobs and stuff. I don't know the name in English, but the canus, maybe
Oh,
canidos.
Kanye. Yeah.
So he was
Yeah.
He was grinding there.
Canigers or some Canigro, yeah, that's the
Can you
one.
go? Yeah, he was grinding there to
That's
be
the one really.
level 100 to have
Oh,
his legendary dragon,
oh,
red dragon.
the Red Dragon, let's go.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And then I started playing as well, and from there
Oh.
on, and we're talking about Dofus 1.17. Yeah,
You remember that?
1.17. Yeah,
God
yeah, yeah, yeah.
damn. God damn. God damn, that is so,
How did
yeah,
you
that is
find
really
out
cool.
about Dofus? I
Dude, I
wonder.
think I used to live in Casablanca when I discovered it. It was
Okay.
2007. So I moved to this
Damn.
new neighborhood, right? We just moved
Huh.
to a completely different city. I don't know Casablanca. I hate it. Everyone is loud there. So I try and find a group of friends that do things that don't involve being out in the street and throwing rocks at each other
Yeah.
and call
You
that fun.
described 50% of the neighborhood.
And I find this group of kids around me who just were quiet, my type of people. They were quite intellectuals and they did their stuff at school. They were in good standing with their parents. They didn't look loud and angry all the
Yeah.
time and violent. And where did they hang out? They would go to the cyber cafe nearby and just
Cyber
pay their
cafes.
fee, play the game, and then when they finished school, they would meet up in the cyber cafe or whoever had a PC back in the day in their house and then play the game. And I have an exact same memory with a OSA level 100, the first time I've ever seen one
Man,
in
really?
Astro. Yeah, this guy was standing next to his. Do you remember when there were class statues inside Astrub
Yeah, yeah,
scattered
yeah,
all
yeah,
around?
of course.
And I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just
yeah.
walking around being a noob, not having any subscription because you don't have money to subscribe. And then I saw this OSA and I was like, can you please challenge me? I want to see the red dragon I heard about. When he showed me, I was like, yo, I'm going to play this game forever. That's it. I'm hooked.
Eh, That's a
That
really
is so
beautiful
cool.
story.
And
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Hyper Mage did not exist back in the day, what was Torrente's first class?
I was the typical, and I say typical because I get this question a lot.
Uh-huh.
I was the typical person that didn't have a class and was really lost and just tried the class after class after class, scrolling the class, doing some coliseums, and then get bored and try another one
Next.
again, and
Hmm.
like that. Yeah.
But where did it
Till
start? What would you say is the first class that you've played?
the first one I played was Eneripsa because I love those
Oh,
wings.
the iconic heels as
Yeah, I
well.
love the wings, man. I love the wings.
Nice.
And you?
I think the first character I've ever created was a crow, and I loved it. And I still
Oh,
remember, I've
cool.
told this story before to chat. It is the
Nice.
most embarrassing one. I still remember when I was a noob, I didn't know what the game was all about. But I remember opening the characteristic bar. Every time I level up, I'd be like, I want my crow to be a little bit wiser, a little bit more intelligent. I did not know that the stats affected the spells.
The quiet kid in school, man.
At least I added a lot of wisdom for some reason, and it meant I leveled up quickly.
That's a good
Yeah,
one, man.
yeah. And how did you go from trying everything
Oh
to
my god.
one class becoming the predominant borderline identity of your channel, of your persona online? How did that come about?
Uh, I remember when the class came out and I just tried it. I just fell in love with the mechanics. The mechanics and I don't know, the appearance, the lore, all of that is really important to me. And
Mhm.
yeah, I just fell in love with this class. It's just so mysterious, so beautiful, so I don't know. I really don't know how to describe this my love for the class. And today, 15 October,
Mhm.
they released a changelog with
Yes.
Hopper
Yeah.
Mage,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and I told my Discord channel that the changes are up and stuff. And man, people told me, "What do you think about them?" I didn't read them as much, but
Hmm.
I am really excited because it's different. I want to play Hopper Mage,
Uh huh.
and I don't care if it's buffed, nerfed. I really don't care. I know I'm
Okay.
good, you know? I know I'm good. I know I'm the boss. I know I'm main Hopper Mage. I'm gonna make it work, you know?
I
It,
see.
it,
Yeah.
be- I just it's like being I don't know, some no, you know what? Yeah, it's just spicing my life a little bit. Maybe it's just, I don't know why. Yeah, that's it.
I see, I see. I'll tell you what, I completely understand why they would ask you. I was asked for this conversation to ask you about what you thought of the changes. Persona literally told me earlier, he's a main hopper. What does he think about the changes? So I think this kind of videos in themselves, literally just record yourself going through the changelog, talking about it, because you might not see it, but your knowledge of the class is valuable
I
to
know what you
others.
want to. Yeah, I really know what you want to say. What you mean with that? Yeah. I never did it. You know why? Because I'm an impatient piece of shit. Because I read
Go on,
the.
elaborate. What
I've
do you mean?
I've read the changelog and I read it in the bus because I was going home with in the bus and I was reading
Uh-huh.
it like a fucking nerd. Oh my gosh, I want to see them right now. When I could you know record a reaction about the new changes and
Uh-huh.
see if they're good or not. No, because I'm really impatient, man. Man, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it next time with the Hopper Mage, which is gonna be
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
2030 maybe, but you know.
Hope not. Hope not.
But
Yeah, but that's really cool.
about the changes, I just want to say that when it comes to this kind of topics, buffs, nerfs, and all of that, I'm really nihilistic. I think they don't matter. You know,
Okay.
I think they don't matter at all. I think what matters is, as we say in Spanish, your hands. You know, tus manos, your hands. If you can make it work, you can make it work. Of course, there are numbers that are, you know, playing a bigger role and all of that, but
Hmm.
it's not all about numbers. It's about knowing how to play a class, knowing how to play the other class, the enemy, you know, because if you know how the enemy plays, you can read his mind, blah, blah, blah. It
Yeah.
depends on so many things. And I don't want to recommend to people classes, for example,
Hmm.
because I don't want to generate high expectations, you know. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, look, Torrente told me to play this. No, never going to tell you to play a specific class because everybody has a class, I think, or classes,
Uh-huh.
and you just have to figure it out, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your main class?
You've told us about the process as well, just to add a little bit on top of that. You did not just start with it, with this one. You've tried everything. And
Yeah.
if you recommend, then you're robbing everyone of that discovery process of trying and finding out what
Exactly.
works for them. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That you said it better than me. You just said it better than me. Yeah.
I've mained Crop for as long as I have played. I've tried Ekiflip, I've tried loads of classes, but I would say the top two most fun for me as a person.
Hmm.
The Anutrof is the absolute best
Oh
class,
man.
if you ask me, because it is the perfect toolbox. And
Yep.
you've mentioned that your dad worked with his hands a lot, my dad as well. And one of the hallmarks, when I think of my dad, the toolbox is there. He always had a fantastic toolbox with the best tools and things like that. So it sort of reminds me of him. And the Anutrof can do it all. It can reduce the enemy's ability to do things,
Yep.
AP, MP, range, whatever. It can buff its allies, it can move, it can damage. It's just so incredibly versatile that I just love it. I can't complain if it isn't my team or I'm playing it. It's just a good tool to have generally. The other one, this might be a bit controversial, but I like the Panda as a whole. The
Panda.
ability to be precise with positioning. People hate it because it makes the game too easy. For those people, I will say the next one is the Mask, because its ability
Okay.
to shelter its team and the fact that it has different facets to its personality. Depending on the mask that it plays, it can do some things and not others. And I find that so cool, having to make decisions. I'm going to take this road now. What do you think about that?
About the Enitrof,
Mm,
I really agree with you,
mhm,
2000%, man.
mm.
The only thing I despise about Enitrof is
Oh,
that they're old and I don't like the appearance, just that. But of course, it really makes sense
yeah.
when you when you think that they are this toolbox that they can do
Yeah.
everything, and
Wisdom.
I love how they do it because
Yeah.
they do it the old way. They do it with
Yeah.
a shovel They do it with, I love that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
really agree with you.
yeah.
If the Enotroph was a little bit younger, I will go for
You'd
it. Yeah.
made it.
Even though I play with creature mode and all of that, I don't care.
It's
Yeah, grow up.
yeah,
But yeah, I love Inotroph is really good. About
yeah,
Panda, I agree with the fact that it makes the PVM mostly
yeah.
easier. But you know, I had a PVM crisis.
Uh-huh.
I could say a Dofus crisis in 2021, I think.
Ooh,
Um,
pandemic.
when they when how can I say this? You know the service that you have to just pay someone so they can
Leeching.
pass you a
Oh,
dungeon? No, but with
I re-
specific success, you
the
know?
carry, the leechers, when you'd carry another class and they would just
Exactly. They
ah,
carry so a lot of people started paying a panda and another duo to do them some
Feka,
success.
Sakri,
And
whatever, yeah.
I just hated that. I hated
Mm,
that so much. But now that they made that, you enter pacifist mode if you get carried and you pass turn. I think that
yeah,
was a really good change. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I
And
agree.
the mask, I agree with you as well. It's
Fantastic. It's
so amazing. Yeah, and
mm,
I think they when it comes to class, the personality and all of that, Ankama does a really good job for
yeah.
one. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you've said that because I've definitely noticed it. And in a sea of negativity about their history that we all know and things like that, I sort of feel like they are taking a good direction. There's a lot of room for improvement, but that is the direction is all that matters at the end of the day, right?
No.
Yes and no. Okay, okay. Tell us.
No, because
Ah,
I don't want to be I don't want to be annoying, but
mm. Oh, please do. This is the moment for it. It's your platform today. We want to hear it all.
no, look, you've been playing so much as well, like so many years as me. It's not the first time that they sold us hope. That's how I like saying it.
Yeah, yeah,
They know how to sell hope.
yeah.
You know, it's always like this with them. Oh,
Mm.
I think next month they're gonna fix this bug. It
Yeah.
has been 6 years and three
6
months,
years.
and this fucking bug is still here, man. So yeah, I'm really reticent when it comes to
Yeah,
Ankama and their decisions. I only
fair enough.
believe in what I see.
Yeah.
Uh, Same thing as when, oh my gosh, you have, oh,
Tarkan. Holy
hey,
shit,
with
Tarkan.
Tarkan.
Merci, 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 mon ami.
Merci BG. Mainiop là. Merci beaucoup, monsieur.
Le plus grand
On va parler maintenant en
PVPer du
français.
monde.
On va parler en français maintenant.
Thank you so much for the raid, man. I appreciate you.
Let's go.
Yes, Dovido, two Moroccans speaking in English and doing
Yep.
a podcast episode about Dofus. So strap in, put your seatbelt on, and get a drink.
There's not a more classic stream as two Moroccans talking about Dofus, man.
Yes. I don't know. I've never
Yeah.
had the opportunity to do that with anybody since I've played with those people back in the day. I don't know if I've
Okay.
told you this, but I played in Rushu in English. And most of my
Okay.
friends were from Finland, England, a lot of Central Europe, like Holland, the Netherlands, and stuff like. So I've never had friends in Morocco play with since they've introduced me to it. That's why I like it. The international aspect of it, so cool. Right, just so we don't get lost in the sauce, as they say. I'm trying to segue into a separate thing, but I wanted to ask you right now if I logged into your main account and I just double clicked on a recall potion, where is it taking me, and why that zap in particular? What's the thought process there?
Dude, of course it's gonna be the coastal automized app, man.
Ooh,
Of
the
course.
old one, number one.
Yes. Duh.
Okay. Go on.
I love that one. I'm planning to buy a
Uh-huh.
house
Yeah.
in the same map as the resource market. Duh. To
Ooh,
optimize
nice.
and gain a lot of time. And then I'm planning, maybe there's gonna be someone here in chat which that is way more richer than me, but I would
Mm-hmm.
love because I have this entrepreneur mindset, you know.
Yeah.
I would love to buy the most expensive house in Draconeros, I think, which is the Koala one, you know. Um,
Yeah,
only to upload the video.
but I've done it. So,
You've done it?
no, just to say that you've done it.
Oh yeah, and no, but not only that, and then give it for free to somebody I don't know, just to why I don't know. It's like a Mr. Beast thing, but in Dofus.
I thought I was
But
crazy.
I don't have like 1% of the money that is needed. So yeah,
Damn,
but
that is
you know,
so cool. Yeah.
dreaming is free.
Yeah,
As we say in Spanish.
I've done something similar, not to that extent. You dream big, you dream
You have
and you
to.
dream.
You
Yeah,
have
dude.
to. How were airplane made? How were airplanes made?
Yeah.
Well, we dream we what's the past of dream? Dream?
We
No, I
dreamt
don't
we
know.
dreamt big. We thought bigger than
Yeah,
just yeah. I
exactly,
see what you mean.
exactly.
I
But
see
then
what
you
you
have to
mean.
be
Yeah.
also a little bit pessimistic. That's how parachutes were invented as well. So
Yeah, that is really cool. I'll cherish that. I honestly cherish that. So
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
Otomai, and in particular because is it your area? What do you like about it? What did you choose that Zap and not Astrub or any
Um,
other one?
that's a really good question. I think it's because of the fact that there are not many people. I like that.
Okay,
I
yeah.
like, yeah.
It's calm and cool. Fair enough.
Exactly, exactly. And a
Fair
lot of
enough.
times, I have the Otomai song. I don't know if you play with the music, the Dofus music or not,
I've
but
started recently after speaking with a big Brazilian content creator, a good friend of mine called Golden Spirit. He told me that Pandala
yeah,
had a
yeah.
nice music to it, and I thought, what is music? And then I activated it,
You
and
you
boom, what? What?
okay? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think
Uh,
the Otomai one really makes me nostalgic, you know, and
mhm.
melancholic. I don't know. It
Fair enough.
yeah,
Fair
I
enough.
I start I start I start remembering the good old days. So yeah,
Yeah, okay. Takes you back. Fair enough,
exactly,
fair enough, fair
exactly.
enough. And yeah, thank you very much for that trip down memory lane. I
Well,
suppose the
but
next
I
latch.
want to know. I want to know your Zap. I want to know your Zap.
Okay, so uh, I've got a few ones that I've had throughout the years, but then I focused on one and stopped there, and I was like, "This is mine. I'm never changing. This one is the best one," and it's
Okay,
the breeder zap. This was the first zap
that's a
where,
classic.
after I returned recently, my luck changed. I've met a person called Sevi, just randomly trusted me from day one. He just handed me certificates of mounts, and he was like, "If you level these, I'll give you 15,000 kamas per." Mount, and he just handed me about 70 or 80 million comments, and I was a noob. I was like,
What?
what? And every time we would meet in that same zap, so it's my favorite. It's so good. It's well positioned for everything else. It's central, and yeah,
Yeah,
so good.
that's a really good one and the classic one. I think
Mm.
it's one of the most loved. I think.
Yeah, there's something about it, but if I were to change, I would go to either, do you know the Crocuzco one? The
Yeah.
Tortoloni area.
Uh, yeah, I know that one.
Quite
Which
good.
is why do
The
you like that one?
ambiance there is quite dark, and there's
Okay.
not many people with access to it, so maybe that
Mm,
one.
for the privacy then.
Yeah, just a bit more calm, yeah. But again, I really love that it's a vibrant zap. You can meet a lot of people, and since I started making content and doing giveaways and being there, a lot of people have adopted it and they hang around there. So when I log in, I'm like, "Yo,
That's
what you
so good.
doing here? How's it going, you? What's up, you?" So
That's
cool.
so good. Yeah,
Yeah.
those kind of meetups, random meetups are so good. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I've got loads of screenshots and stuff of random meetups that just happen, and everybody likes to wind me down. I'm Team Brakmar. By the way, which one is yours, Brakmar or Bonta?
Uh, Usually upper mages are Bonta, you know, because they protect
Oh,
the
they
Bonta
do.
king and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
fair
I want to
enough.
say Bonta. I'm a huge Jahash fan as well. Huge Jahash fanboy.
Oh, Jorgen.
But Mommy Julith can spank me whenever she wants. So
You can add
I
me to
wouldn't
that
mind.
list. this is an example of how I've logged in
What?
and somebody was like, we know that you prefer Brakmar because whenever I go out in real life, I use my sunglasses all the time. Call that my kind of autism, if you like. But I just don't like bright colors. And to wind me up, what they do is just put their Bonta, what do you call that thing? Because it's so bright.
Yeah, but the flag, yeah, right?
Yeah. Because it's so bright, and then people joined in and put their rack one, and then we turned the zap into this, and it happens so often. I love that sense of camaraderie that just happens at random when you least expect it.
It's
God.
so funny that some of them are taller than other ones.
Yes, it's character dependent.
Which
Cool.
is weird. Okay, yeah.
Cool. I feel like I know a lot more about how you started playing the game, the decisions you've made, and a bit about why. But this is another question I ask content creators especially. It is not evident to me that if you enjoy the game, that you will make a video or press go live.
Yeah.
What was the exact moment in Torrente Arcano's life where he was like, I'm gonna try this thing that is completely new to me, and then make a video? What can you tell us about that transition? What was happening?
27th January 2023.
Woof!
Yeah,
We
I
got the
remember
exact
date.
date. Wow.
I maybe can even tell you the time. I think it was like
Wow.
15, like so 3 p.m.
3. Yeah.
I remember because look, I had a first channel which was
Yeah.
my first one called
Yeah.
you know, my name and my surname. I can
Yeah.
link it. It doesn't even matter. It's dead. You
Yeah.
know, it's dead. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I posted self-improvement stuff. I was going to the gym, blah blah blah. It was good. It was a really great first experience,
Yeah.
and it really helped me to overcome my fear of posting videos on YouTube, because there's
Yeah.
always the first, you know,
100%.
people are gonna judge me, blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
And they will,
And
and they do.
yeah, but you know what's the worst? They will judge
Yeah.
you even if you don't do it. So you know, they're gonna judge anyways.
Yeah.
So, and there was one day that you know when you stop playing Dofus for some time, and then
Uh-huh.
randomly there will be a day that you get this feeling of, you know what? I wonder what do I have in my bank. And if my people, my friends are still connected to Dofus.
Yeah.
You know this feeling of wanting to play?
Yeah. It's got a
So
taste.
I had that the exact day, the 27th January 2023, so last year in
Wow.
January.
Uh-huh.
But I told myself, you know what? I
Mm-hmm.
could just connect and play. But what about just creating another account right there, right now, and you know, record a video? What could be about? What could it be about? You know what? Let's make it the most famous niche, which is kamas, how to make kamas.
Yeah.
And I had like a lot of uh, methods, you know, to
Mm-hmm.
astuce to make kamas. So
Mm-hmm.
I just showed one or two. People started to like me. I don't know why. I just was myself, and yeah.
The
So yeah.
comments are plentiful. The question I wanted to ask you about that, it's even more amazing than the story, I feel, and we can already see that you're in Otomai, by the way, is if you had that moment at 3 p.m. on the 27th of January,
Yeah.
why did you do it in Spanish when you speak 5 languages out of all the possibilities? Why that one in particular?
Because I started the first channel, which was about self-improvement, was in
Uh-huh.
English actually. You know, my
Oh.
English was way better than now.
Mm-hmm.
But since I started also speaking French, like 2 years now,
Mm-hmm.
you know, languages are not like bicycles. You have to keep practicing. It's not like
100%.
riding a bike and just not
Mm.
doing it for 5 years and then, you know, try a bike
Yeah,
again. You will be
not a
almost
chance.
as good as you know, a normal person. But
Mm-hmm.
languages you have to keep practicing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started in English, and then I told myself, you know what? I would really love to make a living by being a content creator. So why not doing it and in the most comfortable and more sustainable way, which is doing it in the language that I feel really comfortable speaking.
Yeah.
Um, Because honestly, if I could make a living speaking a language that I'm not comfortable with, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So I'm just doing it right now. I'm just going to my job, to 9 to 5 job in French. So there's not much difference. So yeah, that's why I chose Spanish.
Fair enough. That's a strong reason to do it, and it sounds like you've given it a lot of thought for sustainability. So people who
Yeah.
enjoy your content right now, I'm talking to you. Rejoice, he's not going anywhere.
I dream really big, and I was even thinking of trying to work in Ankama as this person who could like what you're doing right now, reunite people, because I speak so many languages, and
Yeah.
it will be so good. Like can you imagine like a community manager of I don't know, man, international community manager,
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
only
yeah.
the Spanish one, English one. No,
Yeah.
no, no, international community manager that speaks
Yeah.
like a lot of languages. But
This
we're
is
talking
one
about
of the
Ankara.
very few things. I did not play many other video games with the kind of commitment I have played Dofus with. So I don't know exactly. Like I've played FIFA a lot. I've played Call of Duty and other ones, but never gotten involved with community side of it and understanding the game, who makes it, how they think. Only I've ever only done that with Dofus, so I don't really know. But my feeling is from hearing others now that play other games that are part of my community tell me that there's a lot of improvement to be done from Ankama's side towards supporting content creators and sort of just giving them a hand towards building their own career. Because if you think about it, if you're making content with the view to make a living out of it, you're already self-sufficient. You don't need any help, but make that easier on you by giving you codes, this, that. And just as an aside, I did not manage to go to the last Ankama convention, but the vibe
Yeah,
I've gotten from trustworthy sources who have been there, who spoke to the team and things like that, is that the team is trying to better this side of things. So if you're doing it and feeling exasperated with it, it's completely understandable, number one. But I know it sounds like a broken disc, me saying this, but there is light at the end of that tunnel. There's possibly some change coming soon. I feel like you're about to start swearing in Arabic right now.
man.
Oh,
I'm in a level where I have a community. I have a Discord channel. I'm really grateful with all the things I have, and I can really say that I can't trust the company anymore. But I have what I have. I have my
yeah,
Discord channel. I have a community. We have fun. We play the game, and that's the most important thing for us.
yeah.
But there's also this part of me that is really entrepreneur. I want to grow. I want to, a video a day, a video a day. And you know what? You said it as well when you said that I have a channel and I don't depend from to I don't depend to Ankama because I have my own stuff. And I think that's a really good thing to have. I think it's really good not
Yeah,
depending on Ankama or any other company. Honestly, I think if Ankama had the I don't know, the genuine interest, they could have contacted me. I don't know, because a lot of times when I say this, people want to, people say that, man, you're full of yourself. Look at you, you think you're someone. Man, I'm just saying that I really think I'm somebody that, man, look at me. A year and a half, I have almost 1,000 videos.
12,000. That is
It's like,
crazy upload. This is
yeah, and you know
insane.
what? What really frustrates me is that I have never had even once Ankama telling me something, even a thank you or good work, even a good job. I
A
I
bit
can
of
imagine
recognition.
a little bit. I'm not saying that I need it. I don't say that if I don't get it, I'm not going to continue uploading videos. That's not
Yeah,
going to happen. But just a word, just two little sentences can make such a difference. Like
100%.
such a difference, man. We
100%.
are
Yeah.
human beings that a lot of times we crave recognition, man. And it's free,
Yeah.
you know. We're talking
Yeah. Yeah.
about
Yeah. Yeah.
two freaking sentences. That would really make me happy, and like I would continue because at least that would also tell me that they're watching me, you know, and
Yeah.
which is really good, which is
Yeah.
something really really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. I
you know,
agree.
I didn't have anything,
God,
never,
I know that
never.
feeling. Yeah, yeah. I really hope that changes. But I can tell you one thing for a fact. I did never in my since I've started making videos, it was just for
Mm,
guild mates to share
mm.
something with them instead of typing furiously in the guild chat. I thought I'll just make a video about it. But now that it has grown to the size it has and my streams are watched by a few people right now and I appreciate the interaction, I don't take it for granted. I'd love a little bit more, not for me as a content creator because I don't care. It's inconsequential to me. But I see that being able to give a Twitch shield, for example, to chat, to my chat, to people who come and watch my content, brings them so much joy that brings me joy. And no, I don't mean it in any sort of direct financial gain. Here's something for you to continue. I don't care about that. I'd like to bring more joy to people who enjoy what I'm doing so that everybody feels all better for. And it's little things. They don't have to be monetary finance. It's just literally here, go do an event and we'll support you, or let's come and chat with you every now and then. Let's repost a post of yours or something like that.
Mm. But
K-
imagine you can do that and make a living with this.
I mean, that is the dream, right?
That is
The
the dream.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
the
And that
dream.
is what honestly I wish for you, and I will continue that. Now that you've voiced it, I think the universe can only oblige, and you know a thing or two about that. That's it. It's out.
Yep.
It's out.
I really believe in manifesting your dreams and just
Destiny, yeah. Cool.
yeah, just think of your dreams. You will act as you know, in the same way, and things will happen.
Fair enough.
It's you know, it's like it's so weird that you can be all alone by yourself, and even if you think about hot things, you get
Mhm.
excited and you know, you get an erection. So what I want to say is that you can really literally physically and chemically change your body
Yeah.
just with
With a
your
thought.
brain.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
I really believe that if you think that you can do it, you can do it.
Right, how are you still feeling about this Torrente?
But what?
What I'm doing here, the conversation, and the next segue, are you still feeling good about it?
Oh, I'm really feeling good. I'm feeling
Awesome.
so good.
Fabulous.
I'm at home.
Fab. Awesome. I love that. Just a little bit of context to everyone in chat that does not know what we're doing exactly. What has happened is recently Ankama held a convention just like the one they've done in France, except they've done it in the south of America, in Colombia in particular. And it was a
Yep.
big event attended by millions or thousands of people. It was a big thing, right? But there were some things that came out of it and after it that we were perplexed by. I didn't used to know about these things, but now because I have a live going and there's a conversation ongoing at all times, somebody will link me and say, what do you think about this? And show me someone with a stack of 1,000 cards that they're selling on a website. And I'm like, I don't know how to begin making sense of these things. What is going on here? And when I try and investigate, it's all good when it's in French. I can understand that. It's even better when it's in English. But this time, everything was in Spanish, and I felt so out of my depth. And I immediately looked at my plushie, the Blue Dragoon, and I started looking at the signatures. Who's the OG person that's going to unlock the situation for us? And I saw the T and the A, and I go, okay.
By the way,
Okay.
that was my first signature ever.
What?
Like for someone. Yeah, I
Okay.
swear.
Yeah, I think you've told me this story when I crashed one of your stream and you've told me about it.
Yeah,
But
I
are
think
you
I did.
for real? You've
Yeah.
never signed an autograph or anything for a fan?
Never. That was my first
Let's
one.
go! I'm the first Torrente Arcano fan. Please, history, take note.
I will need to practice a little bit because a T and
I-
an A, that's not something really original.
I think it is perfect for me. And the fact that it's got a story and more significant, it's
Yeah,
even better.
by the way, the video of Vanos or Sinal,
Yes.
I loved
Yeah.
it, man. I loved
Uh,
it.
it- he's
And now I know
incredibly
all the story
creative.
of your plushie.
Mm.
Wow.
Isn't he just the most creative human being you've ever seen? He just
Yeah, yeah,
leaves
yeah.
me.
Man,
Wow.
yeah. He's really, really, really funny and original.
Yeah.
There's no
Honestly,
people like him.
I
Yeah.
I have been secretly holding a campaign trying to get him back to streaming because I think he will overtake everyone in the English space and just become number one
Probably.
very easily.
He's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Uh, without further ado, it's your space right now. Can you please tell me what to do? If you want me to pause, if you want me to play, can you give us as much context as you can? I know you're in
Yeah.
group with other Spanish content creators, so you know a lot more than we could possibly ever get in English. So please take the lead on this, and I'm here to pause and play and just blow my mind away, please. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh,
Go.
suddenly all the pressure is on me now, man. Oh my gosh. Okay, so first of all, it's a video about it's a video of a content creator called Rincón de CJs. In my opinion, I think he's the best Spanish-speaking Dofus content creator because he's been out there for more than 10 years almost, and he knows what he's talking
Wow.
about. So
Okay.
he knows what he's talking about.
Oldest.
So Rincón de CJs is
10 years
I
ago.
always yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. For me, I call him the Jesus Christ of Dofus because he also has long hair and stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah, true. Also,
Oh.
he's saying that he was also a moderator. So for Dofus, for
Okay.
Arcano. So
Okay.
he knows what he's talking about.
Okay. Okay.
And I want to say as well, because I met him in the convention, he's such a great person, man. I really like him as a person. He's really likable. And man, because I came to the convention Saturday morning,
Yeah.
and he really sacrificed 2 hours of his time to just show me the convention. Tell me, look, this is this, this is this, this is this. Because he appreciated me being there. I appreciated him being there. He's
Yeah.
great. He's a really great person. That's why I also wanted to talk about this because there's a lot of people that there's a lot of drama, and I want to clarify stuff.
Yeah. We want to get to the bottom of it at any cost. We just need to know what is
Yeah.
going on. A little bit of drama every now and then is absolutely fine by me. And I've done some coverage of, I don't know if you remember the French person that used to work in the design department that made some.
Yeah.
We've gone to the bottom of that. It was fun. But
Yeah.
So we don't shy away from diving deep into some drama to better understand.
Exactly. So last thing before starting the video, this video is about a tweet he wrote in Twitter or X now, and it's a message for Ankama. That's the most important thing. It's a message for Ankama. It's not a message for the Colombian people. So that's
Which one is it? Is the video or the tweet?
The tweet. This video is to clarify that it's a message for Ankama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can start the video if you want, and
There he is. I just
yeah.
wanted to. Is this the tweet in question? 27,000 views. I suspect it must be this one, right?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
And it reads, they should change the color of the Hispanic community for greater transparency and clarity. And then for the Colombian colors. God damn! He's got away with words.
Yeah. He's really sarcastic and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Why is he posting this video? It's not only to clarify what the tweet was about, but also because so many people understood it wrong and
Oh.
started insulting him, provoking him, and that's why he had to do something. So
Yeah.
he uploaded this video. Most of them are Colombian, from Colombia, so Colombian people.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I think we can continue. I think it's better if you continue. Llorería, la olla.
Is this him showing people insulting him, taking it personal on him?
Exactly. Literally, people telling him to shut up, to go cry,
Mm.
because I can tell you all the story now, but I would love to, you know, just continue the video so we have also the structure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not about hatred or criticizing Colombia. It's a direct message to Ankama. I
Uh-huh.
think I'm gonna try to resume it right now. I think it's
Okay.
better.
Okay.
Um, uh, in the video, you will have proofs about the fact that Ankama didn't didn't prepare or organize any event in Spain or any other Spanish-speaking countries that is not Colombia for the last 10, 11 years.
Okay.
And that's the thing. So what Tejotas, what CJ wanted to do was, I don't want to say provoke Ankama, but just, let's say, correct them by picking up the Hispanic shield, which had, which has. I'm already talking in past tense because I'm literally now I think of it with the Colombian flag.
Okay.
Right now it has the Spanish color flags.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
flag colors. So the yellow and the red.
Yes. This
But
one.
yeah, show it to them. It's way better. Yeah, and the classic NE, so the Spanish letter. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't make any sense because why putting those colors if 95% of the events are in Colombia?
Yeah.
So what he did was, you know what? Fuck this. Let's just put the colors of the flag that really matters for Ankama, which is the the Colombian one.
The Colombia one, okay.
Yeah, and let's tweet it to Ankama because it.
Uh-huh.
I think he puts
He tagged
the,
them directly, yeah.
yeah, he tagged them to tell them, I think you guys should change the colors of the shield because it doesn't make any sense having them in red and yellow because
Yeah.
95% of the events are in Colombia.
Uh-huh.
And people didn't understand it.
Uh-huh.
First of all, if you eliminate the tag, it might seem like it's an insult for the Colombian people
Yeah.
because it's like saying, "Oh man, all the events are in Colombia. You know what? You can have your shield. We don't care anymore. People from Spain, we don't care anymore about this shield. You can have it, and never talk to us again." But
Uh-huh.
that's not the intention. The intention is,
No.
that it's the message to Ankama because apparently they don't care about any other Spanish-speaking country that is not Colombia. I don't
Yeah.
know why,
Mm-hmm.
because CJ talks about this in the video. It has been since 2013 that they didn't organize any other Spanish event that is not in Spain. So all of them were in Colombia, actually. In
Yeah.
Colombia, all of them. So the last one in Spain was 2013, I think, in Barcelona.
Okay.
And after that, there were no events, not only in Spain, but in any other Latin country. So Mexico, Argentina, Chile, nothing. All
Ah.
the events were in Colombia.
Bogota, Colombia. Is that
Exactly.
because do you have any sort of insight into why is it that they've picked that one city out of the
The
entire
only,
planet? Why?
yeah, that's a really good question. I was
Yeah.
thinking about it as well.
Uh-huh.
The only thing that comes to my mind is that the community manager is from Colombia and most likely from Bogota. So that's my theory. I think he has way more facilities there. It's way more easier for him to, organize an event there. So yeah. Also, something really interesting in this event, in the sofa. It's called sofa, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
So one thing really interesting is the difficulty to have the shield, because before it was a little bit harder. You had to win some PvP stuff, some PvP tournaments.
Events. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but now it was a literal.
Spinny wheel.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I think I saw it in some sort of.
It
Oh,
was.
I've tweeted about it. You're gonna love this. I didn't get any abuse for this, but I've tweeted at them because someone in my Discord messaged me to say, "Does
Yeah, that's
Ankama pay you royalties for using your invention?" Because I've literally have a spinny wheel right next to me right now. I can show you. I've got an actual spinny wheel as part of my redeemables that people can interact with. It was like, did they pay you to use it?
damn, that's
We
so
just took
good.
it as a joke, but there's a Hispanic shield there that you
Yeah,
can just win.
yeah, exactly, exactly. You could just win it, so just like that. And the queue was maybe 3 hours long. There were people that participated twice or three times, and yeah, it was a chaos. So I don't know. I don't know. So, but yeah, basically the video, the first part of the video was about this, was about the fact that he wasn't trying to insult Colombia. He was just trying to say to Ankama that the real colors that this shield should have is the colors
Yes.
of the community, the biggest Spanish speaking community, which is Colombia. By the
Okay.
way, me and my channel, 70% of the people are from Colombia. Is it a
Yeah,
problem? Not at all. I don't care.
not at all.
They're people, but yeah, I think they should maybe change the colors as well, because why put them in Spanish if not, if
I
maybe
think I've spotted
15%.
this. I spotted it on your channel. You have the times for Spain, for France,
Yeah,
and for
and
Colombia.
for
That tells
Colombia,
me
yeah.
it's a really important country as far as your viewership and people who interact with your content.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I had no idea that I had the Colombian flag as well in my inventory.
Who put that one there?
It's my I don't even know the name of this job, but the person that makes the thumbnails for me. Yeah,
Okay.
I made him
Artisto.
make me the banner. I had no idea, bro. It's the first time I'm seeing that. Oh my
Lol.
god. Okay.
Stay tuned for more information about Torrente
You're
Arcano's
literally
channel.
presenting my channel for myself, man. I had no idea.
Damn, but that tells me it is an important kind of location for your
Yeah,
viewership generally.
exactly. Exactly. He's also from Colombia, so maybe that's why he did it. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
He knows what he's doing. He's a freaking god. I
let's
respect him.
go.
Shout out to Kenji. Yeah. Um,
Nice.
the thing is, the second part is a little bit more darker because
Ooh.
yeah, we're talking about selling stuff in real life,
Yes.
selling
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know a lot of things. The thing is, what CJ is talking about is that maybe they tried to insult him, like the people from Colombia tried to insult him. No, they didn't try. They insulted him.
Yeah. He shows it.
Because yeah, I showed it. Because yeah, look at all those cards, man. That's crazy. That's so crazy.
Yeah. It
They
upset me
insulted
seeing
him.
this. It did
Yeah, yeah,
upset me
yeah.
seeing this.
It's and some of them are content creators, by the way. Just saying, you know. So some of the people that are selling stuff for money are also content creators.
God damn.
So I'm just yeah, and they
God.
publish rifas. We say this in Spanish. Rifas. It's when you want to participate. in a giveaway, but
Uh-huh.
to participate you have to, I don't know, pay €1, something like that. So there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
And so yeah, people, what the fuck was that?
I have no idea. Twitter is an absolute landmine, and I continue to ask myself, why do I open it on stream? Because it's risky as hell. Excuse me
Yeah.
about that. Forgive me, chat.
Oh, in Portuguese
Okay.
it's also rifa.
Rifa,
Okay.
okay. Is that like a
So yeah,
raffle? Enter
uh,
and you get one ticket and you might win.
exactly, something like
Uh huh.
that. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's it. That's
Uh
it.
huh.
So a lot of people from Colombia were mad to him.
Uh huh.
Um, that's what at least CJ is saying, is that
Hmm.
maybe it's because the people from Colombia don't want their business to end. And with business, he wants to say, selling Ankama products.
Yeah.
So people may be, yeah, like that one, for example, Meg Anderson, I think he's a content creator. So he's publishing publicly his raffle, like
Yeah.
it's just another
This.
typical day.
Yeah. This
So
guy,
yeah, these
Anderson
things,
Salzar Pineda.
look at that. Yeah,
What is he selling here?
exactly.
Is he selling these plushies that he won during the convention?
I think he bought them, and you can see that for participating, you have to pay 5,000 pesos, Colombian pesos. I think that's like
Yo.
€1.20, something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, you have people doing all of these things, and is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. CJ is also saying the same thing, that he doesn't even care about this stuff.
Yeah,
It's
the
just that
morality of it.
yeah, he doesn't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
He's saying that that maybe people are uh, mad about him because of the fact that they don't want their business to end. So this.
Yeah. This image right here, I remember Viper sent me this, and I've asked him to explain it. Can you confirm first of all that he's selling 1,000 cards? Is that what it's saying? Yo también vendo 10x mil. What does that mean?
No, I think he's selling 10 cards for 1,000 peso, Colombian pesos. I think that's what
What is
it
that?
means. That would be a euro almost, and 10 for a
10
euro.
cards. God damn, okay.
Yeah,
But
something
what
like
really
that.
pissed me off when I saw this photo is the quantity of it. I mean,
Yep.
a bunch of friends. Do you remember the plushie story where I've had 4 or 5 friends go around, collect cards and stuff like that? And I think I've gotten 6. 3 for Waven that they got for playing the game,
Yeah,
3
I
for
got the same
Dofus,
one.
and 3 for Wakfu. And I've given away the Wakfu ones to Wakfu content creators. I still, by the way, if anybody knows any Waven English content creators, hit me up so I can give them to them. But in grand total, you come back with 3, 6, 10 cards.
Yeah.
How the hell does this happen? This looks like industrial quantity, like he printed them.
Look, buddy, let me tell you
What is
something.
this?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You know the
Go
meme?
on, hit
Let me
me.
tell you something.
Uh
Just for your information,
huh.
the codes they were giving for the people that won in the mini wheel,
Yeah.
dude, they were print in a paper, man. They were print in a paper. They weren't even cards, like original cards, plastified cards. They were
What?
printed in paper, man.
This is from my karma staff.
And cut like this, with a scissor. I swear.
No. No.
I don't know if there's somebody from Colombia or somebody that went to the sofa in the chat that could confirm that. But I had plenty of people when I was streaming these last 2 or 3 days coming to
Yeah.
my stream telling me, "Oh, Torre, I just won this," and they were telling me that yeah, the codes are just in paper. That's unbelievable. So
That is not a
if
karma.
if if that's true, which I think it is, I don't think my people are lying to me.
Yeah.
You can imagine, as you said, the industrialization, the
Yeah.
how industrialized this event was.
Damn.
It's insane. It's insane. Yeah. So just this person, look at how many cards he had. Like that's insane. Yeah, I was like you. I was there physically in the convention. I had like 3 cars as well, man. That's
Yeah,
not possible.
you went to the France one. That's your mistake. You should have gone to the.
Yeah, man. I should have gone to the Colombian one, man.
Don't do that
Yeah,
again.
yeah. That's my fault. That's my bad. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can see there that you have some of those original cards or the legit ones, we can say.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
can guarantee
Physical.
you there were also some of them that were just made with paper, cut with scissors.
I'll tell you, I have seen a post of someone and I've translated it because it was at the top of my feed and I was like, what is this all about? And it was literally a cut-out piece of paper that he won from one of those raffles, and he's tagging Ankama to say, I've won it, but when I entered it, it says that it has already been used. And it was a big controversy. I was like, how did that happen? Now I'm starting to piece it out together and it starts to make sense. Holy shit.
Yep.
This is bad.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
bad. And a lot of people during the last conversation were very happy to say, and it was my own estimate, in France, this did not happen. The worst that happened, and I still remember it vividly, it became a meme. Somebody bought one of those, do you know, the pre-release cards for the whole new set that is sold right now? The €25 one. I bet you've got one.
Yeah, let me be original for once.
I had one on my desk as well, but I don't know where it left.
This one.
Yeah, that one, that exact one. Somebody was selling that after the French Ankama convention for €1,000 and it became a meme. Obviously, I don't think anybody bought it, but that was the worst that happened. And immediately after the Bogota one, I'm seeing people with stacks and stacks of them. So my estimate for that was one word, corruption and lack of oversight. It tells me that Ankama has sent its own assets, it's organized an event, but they weren't there physically to supervise and make sure that fishy stuff does not happen. Would you say the same thing? Do you think that is what it is, or was I a bit too harsh?
I think it is what it is. I really think that it is what it is. I think the event in the Sofa, like in Colombia, I don't think it had the same care as the one in the convention in France. Because I've seen also some live streams of some Spanish creating content creators from Colombia, and it was a chaos. Like compared to the one in France, it was a chaos. So many people. There was like, it was so funny because you had the little cute mini wheel, with the Hispanic shield, and like 3 hours of
for just that.
3 hours of queue.
God damn.
Wait, there's also a photo of the a long table with the computers where you can play Unity or Dofus 3 or maybe Dofus 2.0 as well, and there was nobody in the seats. There was nobody playing. Everybody was the winning blah blah blah.
They were there for the Hispanic shield.
Yeah. By the way, the Hispanic shield,
Lord.
I learned so much about all of this business going on with the Ankama products.
And I'm almost tempted to push it a little step further because I haven't got much to lose, if I'm being completely honest. And please feel free to not respond or engage with this next bit. Would you think, or I suspect for me, the reason why it is being done in this way, for as long as it has been done in this particular way, is that perhaps it's like nuggets and those very rare resources in the game that there's a handful of people that make real money on the back of them that are literally just using that as a cash cow and not sharing it with others. And maybe they're so strong and campaign so well that they've managed to convince the company to keep holding them there, but it only benefits them, not the community as a whole. Is this me being overly, my mind running wild, or do you think there is a bit of truth in that?
No, because now I think there's like more than 100 Hispanic shields that were given to people now. So I
Just from
think,
that event.
yeah, just from this one. So I think the if we can talk about a prize for the shield, I think it went down. I don't know
Okay.
even the amount of money someone could pay for that, but I think
Hmm.
it devaluated.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
which I would say it's good. It's a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know who will. I don't know. I don't know who would buy a shield. I'm not one of those people.
Evidently, some people buy because if they're sellers,
Yeah,
there has to be buyers, right?
totally, totally. That's a good point.
Mm.
But yeah, I think now I can't say much because I don't know the price in euros.
Hmm.
But I think it has divided by 10, maybe. I don't know. Like it's some
That's
stupid thing.
good. I hope they introduced them like they've done. Do you remember the Red Dragoon controversy? The Red Dragoon was worth 50 million in the game, right? Rare, super rare. Many people want it. A very small supply, and then they've introduced it as a
Yeah.
gift for free with every purchase, and now everybody has 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
really wish they did that, so they sort of take the power from people who make real money with this stuff and just suck the enjoyment out of it.
I hope they do that. I
Mm.
hope it's already a reality with the giveaway hundreds of Hispanic shields
Yeah,
because it's not fun. It's not fun.
yeah.
It's like it's like when you talk about Dofus and you're really excited and people start talking about bots and the shitty thing of the game. I don't like that. I like
Yeah,
talking about the good things. So
I agree.
imagine being a happy person playing the game and there are people now talking about making a business with it and selling
Mm.
shields and all of that. Man, let me enjoy the game, please. Let other
Yeah,
people enjoy it as well.
I'm so glad we're on the same page on that because it feels so dirty to me. It's one of the things that
Yeah.
ruin my enjoyment of it. Is literally all these parallel things. I will name nuggets by name because it bothers me that I just want to generate nuggets to craft my bloody item, and then you realize, oh shit, I'm dealing with a real life cartel. I need to
Yep.
shake hands with you guys and give you my details. What? What is happening? I just want to craft my fucking item and continue with
Yep.
my day. And
Yep.
that dampens the it really puts a dent in my enjoyment of the game. And I wish I was do you know they say ignorance is bliss? This is one case where ignorance is absolute bliss.
Totally, totally. I
Yeah.
think I think life is unfair, but come on, it's a video game, you know? It could be a
Yeah.
little bit more fair. So I think they could make it a little bit more fair for everybody. I always hated all of those that little world of alliances, nuggets, as you're
Yeah.
talking about. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
so toxic for me. I don't know. So yeah,
This is the new
about
it. Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
You're gonna
yeah,
say about?
huh?
You were going to say about? Before I rudely interrupted you, sorry.
No, don't worry about it. I actually forgot what I was talking about. So yeah, that's my fish brain.
Ah, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but the whole thing, generally speaking, puts a dampener on the enjoyment. I hope they stick to their guns because they did say no more exclusivity. And I hope this is not the way they deal with no exclusivities by putting it on a spinning wheel 6,000 miles away from everyone and then not
yep,
even know what is happening, who's selling what for what, and what is happening. I really hope they bring it in the game as a rare drop or something like that. You know, like they've done with the shadow
yeah, yeah,
item
yeah.
and things
Or the
like that.
Minu Wang as well, and yeah, yeah, yeah.
Super
The
rare drop.
You know what they could do? I think
Hmm.
something really, really easy, which is just putting the Hispanic shields as something non-exchangeable in your account directly, and not a
Mm-hmm.
code. That will be awesome, I think, and
Yeah.
people will go a little bit more to the events than just having a piece of paper, a literal piece of paper with a code written
Well,
that you
let me
don't
show
even
you
know if
something
it's
about
used or
that.
not.
Let me show you how clever the people who are serious about making money out of these things are. I found this Discord I recently joined, and look at how many people sell codes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sell this super
Exactly.
rare shield. Sell Hispanic and the Italian one. This one is unlinked, Mimisimbic on a Captain Machina. This one is unlinked, mimicked on a
Yep.
fall. So they will go as far as turn them into a cosmetic item on top of another item that you then can trade just to sell them. So the brilliance is being put towards these effects, and I don't know how you can counter someone that is determined to do it.
Yeah, I think that's the same. Yeah, when you have, you know how I call them? I call them rats. I'm sorry,
Okay.
I don't want to offend anybody, but I call them rats. If it's like when I started playing in Draconeros, you know, a mono account server, I
Yeah.
was, I was really, um, I was, fuck, I don't know the name, the verb in English, but I really believed, you know,
Mm-hmm.
strongly that
Mm-hmm.
they couldn't be bots out there because, you know, it's impossible. It's a mono account server, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Mm.
Hell no, man. There's
Yeah.
bots everywhere, everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's why I call them rats, because they will find a way.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't even want to know how, because I would really
Yeah.
love to be innocent in this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But really, man, how can they do stuff like
Mm.
that? I don't like it. So yeah,
Mm.
and the same thing with these people that trying to get I don't know how much money for a stupid shield. I don't know. Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
opinion.
Fair enough. And you know, because you've watched the entire video and you've summarized it fantastically for us for the first and second bit, were there any sort of summaries or conclusion that CJ reached? Anything that he landed on, like a position? This is what I think. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, he said that he really would love for Ankama to organize more events,
Mm-hmm.
not in Spain. It could be in another country, but in
Mm.
another country that is not Colombia. Which, with this, he's not saying that he wants to end all the events in Colombia. He's
Mm-hmm.
saying that please keep making or keep organizing events in Colombia, but also why not one or two events per year, maybe, I don't know, in another country to promote
Yeah.
the game in another country. But
Mm.
he's not saying to end all of the events in Colombia. They can
Mm-hmm.
continue doing that.
Mm.
But why not also in other countries, in other
Mm-hmm.
Spanish speaking countries? Yeah. So yeah,
I,
that's the main idea.
It's a beautiful sentiment. I can only agree with that. It's a beautiful sentiment. But I do have a question about that. You are one of the top Spanish content creators of the moment. Did you feel like the French event was made for you since you went there? Did you feel like it
Not
was
at all.
designed for you?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay, okay,
Zero. Zero,
okay.
bro.
So this was just
Zero.
for
I was.
French people. That's why people want their own events. That's why the Spanish people are like, we need one for us, because that was not for us, right?
Mm, I consider myself lucky because I live really near to the other city which the event was
Mm-hmm.
organized, blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
I didn't even care if I was or not a content creator. I wanted to meet people on all of that,
Mm.
and I really think that it's not an excuse. I think I can be a Spanish speaking content creator and be there in a French one and
Mm-hmm.
be someone uh, people look for. You know, I really
Okay.
think I think about it like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we should have uh, a Spanish a Spanish event in Spain for me to go there and say, yeah, I'm a content creator. Nah, I think I can do the same thing in France or even in Portugal.
Okay.
I don't care. But what I wanted to say also is that mm, I didn't feel special. By the way, I wasn't even a content creator when I went. I was invited VIP, something like that, which is
Uh-huh.
just
You got your own ticket and walked in.
almost like that. Just a content creator that was known invited me as a guest, so I
Gotcha.
went. So I had more privileges, which
Mm.
were maybe zero. You know,
The
privileges.
special bar.
Uh, I think the only privilege I had was an amulet
Allah.
with a plastic thing that said VIP, something like that. But it was stupid, you know, because
Yeah.
The thing that pissed me the most was the queue to enter the shop. I think you've seen Bubbles'
Yes,
video.
we called
He
it the
he had to wait like 4
Q-vention.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why does
4 hours.
one look, bro? No, it's serious because well,
Yeah, 4 hours
we're
is
also here
nuts.
to laugh as well. But
Mm.
it pisses me off because in my case, for example,
Mm.
I have almost 1,000 videos in my channel. And
Yes,
like, h- uh, how many hours are those? We're talking about a lot of hundreds of
that's
hours
thousands.
put in this, which I love doing, you know. But come on,
Mm.
I can't enter 20 minutes to the shop to buy something in exchange for all the thousands of hours of effort
Yeah,
I put into the channel, which
yeah, yeah,
promotes
yeah,
really your game.
yeah.
That really pisses me off. I had to go to the queue and wait for 3 hours, literally, as everybody else. That I don't like.
Yeah, but I suppose there's another element that I wanted to get your own opinion as a person. Let's pretend for a very quick second, although
Yeah,
unrealistic it is, that you
yeah,
don't speak French and you only speak in Spanish, but you still love this game. If you
yeah.
weren't there in that capacity, did you feel like that event was made for you as well? Or was it purely for French people? You would get lost from beginning to end.
Hmm.
Like
That's
Akubo,
a
for
really hard
example, I don't
question.
know how he's done it. He speaks a little bit of French, but it must be daunting having
Uh,
everything in French.
who? CJ.
No, no,
Bubbles.
Dofus Akubo, the Brazilian guy.
Alcubo. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. The thing is that, for example, Alcubo, Bruno, he was most of the time with the community manager of
Okay.
Portuguese speaking,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
which was Liafar.
Liafar,
It's
yeah.
called Liafar.
Mm.
So he, he speaks a little bit of French. So he was his guide there. That's good. In our case, Spanish community,
Ah,
we had Genki, okay,
yeah.
which is a community manager for the Spanish-speaking community. And we told him if we could make an exception so we could enter. We were like 4 people we wanted to enter to the ship. And he said that, no, that's not possible, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. He couldn't do it. And I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought that, and it's not to offend him. I think he's a great person, but I felt that he had no power whatsoever. I felt that he was another NPC just like me, just that he paid. I
Yeah.
really believe that. It's really
Hmm.
sad because, and it's one of the things we asked, because we asked a lot of things. Can we have this? Can we have that? No, no. Well, okay, but can we have this at least? No. So why do you why are you here, you know? Yeah, it's sad. I don't have
It's
even
a bit.
words for this.
Yeah. Uh, it leaves me without words as well, and that rarely happens. People know that I have such a big mouth that I rarely run out of words. But this whole situation has sort of left a sour taste in my mouth. Not because I wanted anything for me in particular, but just seeing how it was all handled. It makes me appreciate Europe a lot more. The fact that when something is done in France, there's good supervision, it is handled well, is as
It is.
correct as can be. But the moment you move it elsewhere, if you don't put the right, as we call it in England, the right controls in place, I'm sounding like a bank right now, controls in place, the right people, and then you hold those into account, and then you make sure you have supervision for the supervision, and then there's a chain of command and everybody cares about what they're doing, things
Yep.
like that start happening. People have a little parallel black market on the back of the thing that we play to enjoy and derive pleasure from and provide pleasure to others from, and this really puts a dampener, a bad taste in my mouth when I see things like that happening. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it.
Well,
um,
about the dark side,
yeah.
I don't think it's a possibility, but there are people that are saying that it's something that even Ankama plotted, you know? I
Hmm.
don't know. I hope it's not true. I hope it's
Yeah.
just a theory, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. since I started posting content of Dofus, I've been hearing some crazy theories out there. So
Same. Same.
yeah, right,
I
right.
tend to discredit anything unless there's tangible proof. Like when somebody told me that they are selling this for €1,000, that was the number that was quoted to me. A shield is €1,000, and I thought this can't be possibly true. First of all, nobody's gonna give you €1,000 for a piece of cosmetic for a gift, and then the proof started coming in, so I'm starting to believe it. But for that one in particular, I don't know that there's any credible or tangible kind of evidence to point that Ankama is part of this whole thing.
I hope
But
so.
we know that there's people doing it. We don't know exactly where they're linked to and what they're doing.
Because I always talk about the example of the bots. So it has been 20 years since Dofus was released.
Mhm.
We had bots for a lot of, maybe more than 10 years now. I think they could have found a solution the first day, and we still have bots. So yeah, then you have these crazy theories, call them theories, about
Hmm.
moderators using bots and utilizing their status as a moderator to protect their own bots.
Those bots, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the fact that you have bots in Draconeers, that means that, because Draconeers you can only play if you are subscribed.
Ah, yes.
So that means that these bots pay a subscription. So that means maybe Ankama wants bots because that gives them money, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I
I don't
see.
know, man. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot, yeah.
It's the kind of stuff you never know is going to
Yeah.
happen. You don't know when you sign up to make a video, you think about, oh, people are going to ask me more about this thing. And they're like, what do you think about the dark side of, oh, like, what? I did not
Yeah.
know this existed to begin with. But just in passing, the thing about bots are a completely natural phenomenon for every game. There is no game
Yeah.
that has it all so under control that there is no bot whatsoever. So I think it's completely natural. But to have bots like you have had in Draconeros for months, the value in the sparkling pebbles, the Colosseum
Oh,
pebbles,
yeah. We
to
have
the
them as
point.
well.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I'm talking about Draconeers. You have it worse.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've seen the price go down to 50,000. I'm like, what is happening? How
Yeah,
this is
it's more or less
allowed?
the same thing in Draconeros. Yeah, it's the same thing.
How?
It's like
It's the
50,000.
fact that it lasted for as long as it did that
That's
bothers
true.
me. But the existence of
Yep.
bots is natural and understandable.
But it pisses me off, man, because I really think that Ankama is lucky to have people as patient as us. I
Yeah.
genuinely believe that. I think if 100% of the people that hated the game for at least a minute because of some stupid thing that Ankama didn't correct, we would all be gone. And guess what? Next day, oh, clients, yeah, I think we already we have a solution for that. Yeah, play, please. Don't play. The door
Do you
is
know what?
open. No more bots. I promise to you, no more bots. Yeah, just go play, please. I swear. I guarantee you. Or that, or they will go bankrupt. But
Yeah.
I don't think they will go bankrupt. I think they would.
We're so patient. You are absolutely right, and I'll tell you a piece of trivia that I was told recently after I started learning about all these things. Apparently, and I've seen this from yet another Moroccan
Oh my gosh.
who managed, and listen to this. You think what we're doing is cool? This guy got taught in his office. He got taught, the creator of the game, to come to his office and sit down and converse with him for 3 hours. This guy called Jawed. He brought the actual creator of the game and he asked him about everything. And one of the things that has emerged, a piece of stat that wasn't widely spread at the time, but if you will remember, because you've played the 117, 129, the move to 2.0 was tremendous. If you think people hate the designs now, they hated it even more back in the day. And they've lost over 35 to 40% of their player base overnight. Disappeared. People did not want to play anymore.
Damn.
And it's no surprise that a few months later, If not, by the end of that year, they had announced the biggest, most successful banger of an expansion. If you talk to anyone who played Dofus for a long period of time, they'll tell you Frygost,
Yeah,
we
right.
never forget it. It was the best time ever. And
Yeah,
it had
it is.
so much content that it's still cool and relevant now,
Yeah.
10 years later. So I think
And
there's a lot of truth to what you said. If we
I
saw.
think sorry to interrupt. I think something that also made Frygost special was that Ankama itself was more engaged with the community, because I remember they were putting out statistics. Like I remember, like it was yesterday when Frygost 1 came out, like the first
Yeah,
expansion.
yeah.
The first week, after the first week, Ankama posted something like only 2% of you guys did all the 4 dungeons, which is pathetic. You should grind a little bit more. We can't put the second Frygost expansion because you guys are weak. I'm just inventing this. They didn't quote unquote say that, right?
Yeah, yeah, I mean, that was the subtext.
Exactly.
Get
That
good.
was the subtext, man. And that was so good. That was so
Yeah.
good that they had so many statistics and.
Ahahaha.
But now, well, by the way, they said that in Unity they would put out some sort of expansion as good as Frygost, right? I think they said that.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Did
I
they?
really think that. Yeah. Something as impactful as Frygost in its days.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They didn't say anything about what it is, but yeah, it will be something as cool as
As
Frygost in its day.
Fryghost.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I'm honestly looking forward to that because I've taken a big break. Do you know when Frygost came out? I was at university and I was doing so bad because of Dofus that I had to stop it. And the next time I've restarted it was 2 years ago when I had my little girl was born, and I for the first time I had an NPC job, as you call it, that I hated as much as you describe.
Let's go.
And I thought I have taken 7 months off to look after the little one. I've shared. So here in the UK, you have a year off, and the woman doesn't have to take all of it. She can share half of it. And I've taken half of my wife's allowance, and I've
Okay.
added 1 month of my own holidays just to sit down and look after the little one. And I'm nocturnal by nature, so I wake up at night. I sleep during the day and I wake up at night, like the bats.
That's
I'm
so
the
good.
Batman. And so I had her on me. She was sleeping a lot. And I thought, what am I going to do? Let's fire up this game and start playing it. And since then, I've done the entire game and I'm bored out of it. I do dreams, I try and invent challenges, and I know for a fact that you are even worse for that because you've done more and you've played for longer and you're getting more creative and innovative with what to do. And
Call
new
it,
content would be,
call it my side of autism as well.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, those challenges are because I got bored about the game as well as you. I don't know how to be more creative. I tend to get inspired by Pokemon because in Pokemon you have stuff like Nuzlocke. I don't know if you know what they are.
No.
It's like self-imposed rules. Like, for example, if you have a Pokemon that dies, so it literally dies. You can't use it
Okay.
anymore. So you can
Ah.
literally lose in the game. Blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I try to do those things as well in Dofus
Yeah.
because that pisses me off as a content
Yeah.
creator. I think you will be. I think you will agree with me.
Yeah, you need content.
Yeah, we need content, man.
Yeah.
You go to YouTube. What do you have? Kamas, sets,
Gavas.
solotages, and
Yeah.
dungeon. Maybe how to do this quest. That's
Yeah.
all we got, and
Yeah.
that's Coliseum as well. By the way, of course,
Colo
Coliseum.
is yeah, that
Dream,
one is popular.
man. But yeah, popular for 15 years. And I think you know what's the thing? I think
Uh,
people didn't try other things. I think they only did the things that think exists, but it's not true. There's so many other things. My next video, by the way, is gonna be because right now I don't have to edit time to edit. My next video is gonna be crafting an inky veil from scratch. It's gonna be a video like 40 minutes long, and
What?
it's gonna be like a storytelling. So we fished this fish, and then this other one.
So,
And by the way,
wow.
this happened here, and we got this arc monster, but I got robbed. That motherfucker grabbed the arc monster before me, and I'm gonna surpass the expectations by exomatching this inky veil and putting an AP. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
that's the things I want to do. Not
Yeah.
hello guys,
Storytelling.
welcome back to another video of Coliseum, because that's the things you gotta do.
Everybody likes.
No, there's no limits. The
Yeah.
limits, are the ones you impose to yourself. But yeah.
So cool.
Yeah,
But that
sorry,
does
I
not
got the line.
that does not mean they shouldn't give you some new content to work with. I know they've released the True Fair, but after you try that for like 3 times, you get bored of it really quickly, and you're like, what is
That
there?
was the content, the most it's not pathetic. I just want to say that I was
Would you
so
say a
excited.
letdown? Were you so
Yeah,
excited and then you
exactly.
felt betrayed
Exactly.
almost? Yeah, let
Exactly.
down.
Because that was like five or six mini games, and then you had the Gladiatrol thing,
Yeah, yeah,
which
yeah,
wasn't even that worth anyways.
yeah.
But I'm really attached, emotionally negatively attached with bots, and the mini games are such a boatable content. Like I can imagine myself
Yes.
having 20 bots go into the larvae career, or
Try.
race, and just
Yeah.
spam with my bots, and then I wake up the next day, I have like 1 million tickets. I can buy 1,000 Drago, armored Drago turkeys. That's
Yeah.
that's not possible, man. And we're talking
Nah.
about Ankama having already the experience of 20 years, and they put this in a mythical, really known zone,
Yeah.
place, as
Glad.
it's
Yeah. True fair.
troll fair. That's not possible. They let
Yeah.
us down once again. Sorry to say.
Yeah.
Sorry
Not
to say.
your opinion is absolutely valid, and I'm what I consider myself one of the most optimistic, and I was a bit miffed by that. I was like, and
Right?
the positive side that I see to it is it's a technological test. It showcase of what can be done in the future, because if you think about it,
Yeah.
this whole transition is not just about making things pretty, it's also about what can we technologically do. I'd love to see, I think it was Gluta that floated this idea. Imagine you're doing Colosseum, and there are cells that you can click on or stand on like the gladiator, and it
They
gives you a
have to
special
do it.
effect.
I
Yeah,
think they
so
have to do it.
I'm thinking this is a technological
Yeah.
showcase, like one of those military parades. Look
Did
at
you
what
play
we
League of
can do.
Legends?
Huh? No, I've never played their league.
Never. Yeah,
Is there
because
something like
there's
that in there?
also yeah. Because before you have the classical map, but then in the same map they started adding fruit, like plants that grow randomly sometimes, and then you can pick fruits and to get your health a little bit more, get more health or more
Okay.
mana. So I can
Yeah.
imagine something like that. Imagine like randomly in turn 5 of the Colosseum fight, you get one tile, randomly spawns something. Yeah, like you say, and maybe that triggers something. That would be really cool. They could do the
Yeah.
same things in the uh, tactic fights for the quests, like Dofus heroic
Yeah.
quest stuff.
Yes.
There's so much potential. Yeah, as you say.
God, yes. God, you're full of good ideas, man. I honestly think, and I can, without telling you exactly what I'm thinking, will do my absolute best for some good things to come your way. As much as I can do, because I do have direct contact with people, and the next time I get to speak with the Pope, for example, I will mention your name. You can be sure of that.
Stop
if
it!
anything, just to say, keep an eye on this guy.
Are
He's up
you
to no good.
are you an official creator for
Nope.
Dofus?
Nope. That is one of the biggest misconceptions I have to fight every time. People will contact me and be like, "Can you please do this for us?" I'm like, dude, I've literally just pressed go live one day, spoke to other content creators, and then I kind of decided, yeah, come on, let's have a conversation. And then everybody thinks I work for them. Some people think I'm an official translator, because sometimes I will put my video image on top of their lives, and they'll think I'm doing the live and ask me questions. I'm like, yo. No.
That's a good clickbait right there. That's nice, man. That's nice.
I lean into it sometimes when
I,
I'm
I
like,
I guess you're thinking of being one, right? To join their. their
Absolutely not.
group?
Absolutely not.
Oh, really?
No, absolutely not. I don't care about if tomorrow they said, "Can you come and work for us or do something with us?" I might collaborate. I'll do these Ankama lives that I already do out of pleasure. If you want to pay me to do those, I will be a bit more professional about it. I will shower and shave a bit more.
Of course.
But that's about it. I don't want a contract of employment. I don't want to work. Least of all for France, man. I can't deal with French at work. I can't
Gotcha,
deal with it. It just blows my mind.
gotcha,
No,
gotcha,
it's not gonna
gotcha.
happen. But I would
No,
love to do
because
something cool. The whole mission of whatever it is I'm doing right now, if I can put it into words, is to do cool stuff and keep
uh-huh.
pushing the barrier a little bit, one at a time. Speak with the Spanish content creator, French, maybe someone from my camera, and my ideal world, I want to do a convention in Morocco because we're talking about it now. They're doing it in Bogota. Imagine the
Man,
Spaniards being like, "Oh, but we're a big community and we get Moroccans, dude." Moroccans,
yeah.
dude. It's a national sport, Dofus, man. They wouldn't live without the Moroccans that play the game. The liquidity, oh my god. Do we get to complain about that? Do we? Or do we not? It doesn't count.
Man, like I never thought about it. I think an
Hmm.
event in Morocco will
Yeah.
be so good.
Man, I will finance it of my own. I don't want a camera to pay for. I will just rent a spot, like a hall or something, and just
Uh,
do something clever as much as I can realistically do with the means that I will have at the time, and see if anybody wants to contribute. Of course, ideas, finances, whatever it is, and just do a gathering. I'm doing something small like that by going to Zurich in about a month's time,
okay.
just to meet people and gauge the vibe and see how feasible it is. I'm going to enjoy it, I'm sure, and then try and do something a bit bigger. But I will save for it. I will work hard.
Um,
I will be a
man,
hard NPC at work during the day for that one.
biggest spoiler ever, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if you told this here, but I
That
had
is
no
the
idea.
perfect occasion. It's a big fat day. We have you on the stream. Why would I not rise up to the occasion and give some spoilers?
I think that's a really good idea, and I genuinely, if I can participate
I'll let you
and
know. Yeah.
you know, even economically, I would really, it would be a pleasure to do it, you know?
Yeah. Because if you think about it, do we get to complain? Because look at Spaniards are feeling hurt.
Yeah.
The Colombians have got it good. But the Moroccans, it's one of the biggest population if you think about it. We're in the French servers, in the internationals, in the Spanish ones, everywhere.
Totally.
Everywhere. Yet
Totally. Yeah.
we were not making any noise.
That's true. I don't know why. Maybe because of the possibility that we think that they will never come.
Yes.
So it's,
Yes.
it's more or less that, right? Yeah, because
I've
I
thought
can't
about it.
imagine,
Mm,
right?
mm.
Because I can't imagine being in Casa or I don't know, Fez, I don't know where, and
Casablanca.
yeah, or yeah, Casa and just having Logan come to my house and
That's a bit much.
yeah, that's a bit much, yeah. But it's really hard to see French people in Morocco organizing an event. I think
Yeah.
that's why.
I mean, they've organized the whole country for 40 years. An event is not going to be much for them.
True, true,
Honestly,
true,
they
true.
have the means, we have the connections, we speak the language.
Yeah,
The biggest investors in the country are French companies because of historical reasons. I don't see
yeah,
why not, but when I thought about it, I sort of boiled it down to two things. One is our fault, and the second one is a pragmatic, real consideration. I'll start with the consideration because that is rooted in fact. If you did an event in Morocco, the buying power of people in there will not make it economically viable for you to do such a big event. You will spend 500,000 euros to make something happen like that in Casablanca, organize all the trips, all the flights,
mm,
and then you won't make
yeah,
as much in sale. So I agree, the buying power is not the same one as in Spain or somewhere else.
yeah.
And the second one, I think, is a sort of inferiority complex that we have as Moroccans. The moment you have an idea, you think, but why is it that I should be able to do something like this? Why should I be given why would
That's
I be
uh,
the next PewDiePie? No, the next PewDiePie has to be blonde with blue eyes, if you see what I mean. It comes from
that's a
within.
classic, bro. That's a
Yeah, it
classic.
comes from
Yeah,
within.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's such a Moroccan thing,
Yep, yep,
which I was
I
never
agree.
familiarized with, but yeah, I know totally what you're talking about. Yeah, people, I don't know why they don't believe in themselves more.
Let's hope that this conversation changes a little bit about it, if it's possible at all.
Look at us. We're both
Yeah.
Moroccan people trying to pursue their dreams.
Fab, I love it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I know a lot of people are watching and they want to see some more cool stuff happening. Torrente Arcano. I had one sort of, I do this all the time. I've done this to Manaya when I had her over in the podcast. I put her on the spot and she gave me a Reddit Shield versus 10 events. So cool things happen. So I don't want to embarrass you or anything, but I want to tell you a very short anecdote of how I discovered you for the first time.
Okay.
There was this young lady that I admire. I really do care about her. She played the game and cared about it more than any of us. She created content for a short period of time. She's Spanish. She made content as much as she could, but then she did not get the reaction she was hoping from this kind of content.
Don't show the video. No.
Yes. So she used to hang out at the pub for hours on end. We would talk a lot. I would be video editing, she would be video editing, and she is the biggest fangirl of Torrente Arcano. She told me all about you, and look at what happened. Now we're conversing in front of 60, 70, 150 people earlier, and I saw the video and I just fanboyed over her fangirling over you. So suffice to say, she loves you. And the favor I had for you is, if it were possible and if you would accept it, to just give her a short message from here. Her name is Tarja. She created content. She did not enjoy the reception, but what can you tell her? A little message from you to her.
The thing that you don't know is that I talk with her in the Discord channel privately.
Really?
I know her.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken, I was one of the people that inspired her to also create content in Dofus. So we talk a lot, and
That's awesome. That's really cool.
yeah, she did that video, which I hated and I liked at the same time.
Embarrassing.
It's a little bit embarrassing and cringe,
Yeah.
but you know, what can you do about it?
Yeah.
And she told me if she can put it publicly, and I said, yeah, you know what? I don't
With
know,
the little
whatever.
hearts and the little crow, and even a song, a
Yeah.
proper catchy song, man. I loved it. I loved it.
And her videos, her Dofus videos are really good.
Yes.
Really good.
Yeah.
But I don't know why she didn't get the appreciation she I think she wanted. But the thing is that she has also another channel
Yeah.
about another game called Stellaris,
Yes.
and I think she's doing pretty well there. And by
That
the way,
is why.
in my guild in Draconeros, and
Yeah.
she's really active. She talks every day. She has this role as the sarcastic, smart ass
Oh
girl
yes.
that jokes a lot, but is
Yeah.
also lovely. So yeah, and she's from Spain, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
She
Yep.
has a great English. Holy shit!
Yes, dude. Yeah.
You guys are at another level. Holy.
Do you know what? She is so sarcastic that we have a soundboard. Do you know, when we are in a voice chat, there's a little thing called soundboard. You upload MP3 files and then you can just play them. And we've got one for her where she's telling us to stop being poor. Every time someone would mention Kamas or anything like that, she'd be like, "Stop being poor." Just stop it. I love that.
Yeah.
We do
Honestly,
miss her. We would hope. Go on, sorry.
She had a great start in YouTube. Honestly, I think she couldn't have done it better. She had I think the farming Kamas one is great. She even invented this meme as talking to us as we were Timmies, little Timmies, and
Oh yes. Yeah, on the shorts.
yeah,
And on
stop
the
being
Kama ones,
poor.
yeah.
I know I totally know what you're talking about, and it's so unfortunate that she didn't continue. She also started a job, if I'm not mistaken, so her life is she's really busy. But
Fair enough.
yeah, but I don't even have to shout out, yeah, because
Yeah. You're in touch. Okay,
You,
I thought that was the only way because we do miss her. Myself and everybody around the pub. Her presence was so felt. She fills the room when she's around. And I thought, how could I embarrass her and at the same time do something cool? Little did I know, you are already in touch. You're in the same guild and you
bro,
speak very regularly.
I'm like Nicocado Avocado. I'm 2 steps ahead.
Yes. Damn, that
Two
was really
steps
cool. Love
ahead.
it. Love it.
Yep, yep, yep.
That is
But
awesome. My dude.
I hope the video of CJ was clear enough. I hope
Mhm.
that I explained it a little bit. I hope at least it's a little bit clearer than before.
Mm.
So yeah, you know the one with the Hispanic shield.
Yes, yes, yes. I
So
feel like we know a lot more about what has happened, and I do trust chat. If anybody has any question, they don't shy away. People, if they have an idea or they want to know something, they won't be shy and they will ask. But we haven't had anything in particular. There was a conversation going. I've kept an eye on it, but no questions in particular. And thank you so much for that. That is a testament to the clarity of your explanation, more so than anything else. And thank you so much for that. Appreciate
thank you, man,
it.
thank you, man. I have one thing to say is that did you see the new Wrath, IOP Wrath? Did you see it?
Yes, the new animation, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never understood why the screen doesn't shake when you hit the Iroth wrap. I never
Yeah.
understood also why it has the same animation. Because Wrath, you can charge it, and the second Wrath can be way more violent. Why not
Yes.
putting a second animation to the second Wrath? Something more violent. There's so many things they could do, but
Yeah.
they limit themselves so much. Then
Yeah.
you have to have someone, so a mortal being as Eternaris, which I really appreciate, having to do all the work for them.
Yeah.
Somebody that we didn't know like 3 months ago. Now he's our hero because
Yes,
this
literally.
company can't do the things right. Well, I don't want to be this smart ass that wants to criticize and just leave, but I want to I want to leave some just some ideas to the people.
I
Yeah.
just
So
wanted to show you this. The Feka has one of the coolest animation when you use
yep,
Gust and it vibrates the whole screen. That is really cool. For it's
exactly,
more adaptable for Wrath, which is violent and
exactly,
excessive and things like that. Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I don't
Yeah.
know why Ghost just let's say classic Feka move shakes the freaking screen, but not an
No, yeah.
Ayop Wrath.
Yeah, yeah,
Why?
yeah.
How is that possible? Where's the
Yeah.
logic behind? And come on, do something.
Cool, cool. They are definitely changing things, but I still don't
Yeah,
want to add my voice to the already existing pile of feedback they've gotten. I want to see some really cool things with multi-accounting, lack of lag, lack
oh
of
my
bots,
gosh,
and then make things pretty later on. Make my screen shake or do backflips. That is an easy thing to add. But if the game is unplayable, then I don't want to play it to begin with, whether it looks pretty
yeah,
or not.
I agree with that. I didn't like the beta first phase. I think it was a bittersweet feeling for me because
Hmm.
there were so many bugs, but at the same time we had this pressure because we had to reach level yada yada and
Yeah.
this amount of successes to be able to have the ornaments, but we can't rush as as fast as possible because there were so many bugs. So it's
Hmm.
like, come on, man, do at least decide, give us a good game but without ornaments, but or I don't know, man. I'm just a hater, I think.
No, no,
I
no,
just
no.
love the game, but
Honestly, your feelings are completely valid and justified, and we are giving as much feedback as we can. One thing I will point out is that I don't know about before I started playing 2 years ago, but just in these 2 years, I've noticed a shift. I don't want to give too much value or credit to it because you have seen it a lot throughout the past and it hasn't reached any sort of conclusion. But I'm seeing some sort of changes and I'm really hoping, because I'm optimistic in nature, that things will get better after they roll it out in December, come back in
yeah,
January, and come back with
I agree with you.
vengeance. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would love for that to happen.
I'm really optimistic as you, man. I'm the type of person optimistic in the way of knowing that he's capable of reaching his dreams if he does the hard work. I know that for a fact. But when we talk about Ankama, they've been doing the same things over and over.
Mm,
Honestly, I'm gonna be genuinely honest with you.
mm.
If they deserve praise, I'm gonna praise because they deserve it. I'm not gonna be a
Honorable.
smart ass saying no, no, they're not, they're bad. No, honestly,
Mm,
when I had to kiss their feet because they did a really good job, I did it.
mm.
So I'm 100% transparent when I say that. Like what I'm saying is comes from the bottom of my heart. They could do so much better, but at least, yeah, it's the first time that we can really see almost 100% of the intentions.
Yeah.
Like the intention that Ankama has now is really to improve the game.
Yes.
Something never seen before, in my opinion. Huh? At
Okay.
least at this
Okay.
degree. At least at
Yeah.
this degree. At this degree, I never saw them get so much feedback and applying them. And the idols for combat, for example, 2 or 3 weeks after, boom, they
Boom.
changed it.
Sorted. Yeah.
They even gave us 3 options to choose
To
from. Like
choose
what?
from.
Ankama putting 3 options? Holy shit! No, that's not
Holy
possible.
shit. That's
Where's the
3 more than
camera?
we are used to.
Where's
Where's the
the camera?
camera?
Yeah, man, like 3 options? No way. No way. Okay, that's really good. That's really, really good. But you know what's
Awesome.
the thing is that maybe it's just me that is a little bit nihilistic, but
Mm.
I can imagine myself playing Unity, and the first minute I'm gonna see a bot, I'm just gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
Report. Report. Right
Yeah,
click.
for example, the
Reports
report,
player.
is it really useful? The report thing, is it really useful? I don't know.
Um,
Why? Because they never specified or clarified if it was useful. They only said
um,
that they received thousands of reports,
yeah, of reports, yeah.
and some of them were false. Like they reported people that didn't deserve to be banned, so they unbanned them. But what about bots? Did they ban them? I don't know. I
I
say this
I
because
have I have a little bit of an answer if you want it. Just a
yeah,
little bit of
tell
an
me.
answer because I have thought about this. So my background generally is in finance. I've worked in banks, I've worked in investment firms, and as part of being in this environment, there's an element of secrecy. So there's regulators who tell you if we suspect someone of fraud, you're absolutely not allowed to tell them because that is considered tipping off. It's like giving information to a possible criminal. So you can't really say some things. And I had situations where an old woman, a grandma, would come to me in the branch and be like, why can't I withdraw money? And I see in the file in front of me that there is suspicion of fraud and I can't tell her. And it is one of the most upsetting, annoying situations to be in. And I
That's
think that is similar. The way Papino explained it to me during our conversation on the podcast is that I'd love to tell you. And I saw myself speaking with that grandma when he was expressing, I'd love to tell you
okay.
more about the report, the bot, but in doing so, I can facilitate more problems than do good.
Gotcha.
Because if he
Gotcha.
tells
Gotcha.
me, I
Gotcha.
will feel better, but that's about it. But someone
Yeah.
who's watching that conversation who is a botter will get the tools to make it even better,
I
get
get
ahead
you.
of their solutions. It's like giving them the tools to get better and they don't want to do that, and that is why I think
I understand.
with reporting they don't want to tell you what works so you can't engineer it
I
and
understand.
play
I
the game.
actually didn't. I didn't even know that there was something like this. Something like this existed. I
A
had
big
no idea.
consideration, yeah.
Yeah. Now I can see it in another perspective.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
Hmm.
when it comes to simplifying things, I am still just a gamer, a client, and I would love to see results.
Yeah.
And I keep seeing the same freaking bots that take all of my freaking fish for
Yeah.
my inky
Yeah.
veil, which that's
Oh,
impossible.
oh
That's not
shit.
the same bots for a month. So yeah, I reported them 3, 4 times. Then I gave up because why report them anyways? Because
Yeah.
so the results, where are the results? That's the thing I
Yeah.
would love to have. And it's like coming back to the thing when we talked about Freigost 1, the statistics.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine having statistics about, look at that, 3,572 bots were eliminated this month. Man,
Hmm.
that's so good. That's music to my
Yeah.
ears. but
Yeah.
it's not the case.
Yeah.
There's some uh, there's not enough transparency. That's
Yeah,
what I
I'm afraid, as I try to explain it, and I hope I've done a good job of it, but there are things that they can be transparent about, and things that they just literally can't be transparent about because that is giving tools to the others. And with the bots, for example, do you
yeah.
remember did you have that in Draconeros? In Talcasha, we had riots, we called them protests. I don't know if you had that, where they would
Protest.
literally go into a zap and then just start walking, and you have 300 bots just walking, and if you
Oh
walk
yeah,
into the map, your client
yeah.
crashes. Did you have that as well?
I don't think no in Draconeers. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. I mean, I didn't expect less from the best server in the world. But what I want to say is that what I want to say is that
You
I don't
didn't
think
have that?
there was protests, huh? I think those were my theory
Uh-huh.
is that the botters wanted to know the best hour to bot without moderators in
Okay.
queue, and they were going to the most famous zaps as Bonta, Brakmar, Astrub, and if test the capabilities of the moderators. Because what if having only 100 bots in the zap and lagging the hell out of it
Hmm.
means moderators can't do shit. If that's the case, we have new resources, new tools to use as a botter. You know what I mean? I think they
Mm.
did it also as this in this way. Maybe uh, protest for what? I don't know. I don't think it was a protest.
Uh,
For what were they protesting? You know?
the things that we suspect were Protestant, and the Pope, Papino mentioned this in a conversation with Laniel, a French content creator.
Yes.
Yeah, in one of his conversations, he did mention that they are doing things in the background. And again, it goes back to we are doing something, but we can't tell you because we would be telling the botters as well. And this is how we
Guess what? They were
expressed it.
telling that
We are
12 years
trying some
ago.
things
Yeah.
in the background, some new tools and measures we've introduced, and it has
Yeah.
heard them. This is how we've said it. And it has heard them so much that they're showing their displeasure. They are rioting to say we hate what you do and you've hurt us. This is how we framed it. But how true is it? We might never know.
I don't even know. They hurt who? The bots.
Yes,
When?
yeah, the
How?
botters, yeah.
I
I don't
don't
know.
think so. I don't
I
think
do
so.
not
But
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a good time to be a bot. Yeah. And I am in the real life. Yeah, I'm an NPC, so it's the same thing.
I would disagree with that having spoken to you so far. You're a fabulous person, and I think you will do some great things given the
Thank you,
chance
man.
and if you
You too.
continue working towards it.
You
I
too. I
appreciate
think
that a
it's time
lot.
to
Um,
sleep.
at the same time, I was gonna say I'm conscious. I don't want to disrespect your time by keeping you here longer than you need to be. Usually around the end, I do a quick fire round, a little round where I try and put you on the spot by literally asking you questions like, "What is your favorite look?" But I don't want to take too much of your time, so I'll just narrow it down to a couple that I really would like to know.
However you
Torrente
want.
Arcano's opinion.
However you want. Go
Best
for it.
combo cosmetic looks: hat and cape.
Shit. Uh,
You can do better than that.
I don't know. Like that's not even in my consideration. You know, I don't care.
Really? You don't
Yeah,
play for looks.
not at
Creature
all.
mode and chill.
Not only no, it's for me the hands are the things are the most important thing. Because what's the point of having a stupid player with me that is gonna fuck up my challenge and my success? Oh, but he looks so perfect. He's so gorgeous. Come on, man.
Let
Come
me
on, use
rephrase
your
it then. What
brain.
is the most iconic look in Dofus for you?
I can't. The gobble set.
Oh wow, I've never had that one before. I got Solomon Kinky Veil, but never the Global set. That is
Solomon
really
Kinky
cool.
Veil is also a really good one. Yeah,
Yeah, that is an iconic look. What
yeah,
is
yeah,
the
yeah.
dungeon that if you were accidentally walking in the Ankama offices and you could just click one button and delete it altogether, which one would you delete?
Proto, you know the wave one. Fuck that one, man.
A
It's stupid.
horrible dungeon. Yep.
Horrible.
I,
Yeah.
I think you and Golden Spirit have said it in the same way. Fuck that thing. I hate
Yeah,
it. It
it's
shouldn't
such a
exist.
stupid thing.
And
Yeah.
the opposite of that coin, what is the one dungeon that you think they have designed it so well you just love it? It's a work
Uh,
of genius.
I hate the dungeon that I'm gonna say, but I hate it because it's so good.
Uh-huh.
I don't think
Okay, that's good.
it's servitude. It's so good.
Ooh.
It's
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
because the lore behind the fact that servitude, he has chains. It's
Chains,
like he
yeah.
wants to put you in his servitude. You have
Yeah.
his summons,
Yeah, the
the
army Koreans.
yeah, and the fact that they hit you and then you return in your initial position, it's like
Yeah.
you are really in their servitude,
Yes.
all that.
Yes.
I think that
Yeah.
makes this dungeon so good, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so yeah, I think servitude it's so good, yeah.
Yeah, and just this is a peculiar one, but I've learned to ask it because sometimes I get the most incredible answers. But sidekicks, have you ever engaged with sidekicks? Is there anyone that stood out to you that is cool in one situation that does something crazy? Not at all?
Um, I'm a Redkill main, Redkill. It's the cannibal one that goes invisible and
Okay,
hits
okay.
prison. That one is actually, for example, I have a in my channel I have a Ivory Dofus guide, and I soloed almost all the dungeons, like 90% of the dungeons,
Hmm.
and just with my Kra and the Redkill, because it's
Okay,
really it's good. Then you have one. Yeah, I'm a companion. I sidekick main. I love sidekicks. I have them all, and I think they're really good. Since
that's really
they
good.
did the
Yeah,
change last year, I was
yeah,
in love. I am in love
yeah.
with them. You have one which is a little I don't know the name in English. The
I could look
goblins.
it up
Yeah,
in
the goblins.
Spanish.
Goblin.
I could look it up in Spanish just so we can get.
Gobuevo. So it's a little goblin with a spear, I think.
Okay, okay, I
Gobuevo.
see the one.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's
I have
like,
my video. Yeah. Boom.
is it from the Grunop area kind of thing or the Goblin area?
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. That one is really
Companiero.
good in Mrs. Fritz. Yeah.
It's called Goboff. Okay, okay.
Godov. That one is really good in Miss Fritz. Then you have Mir. Also, it's a panda. Then you have the Rictus family. It's really good as
Rictus
well.
is good. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. We have one actually, the one that is really muscular. We call him Rictus Chad, like that. I have even an emote. I have an emote. It's Rictus Chad. We love him in our channel. Yeah. But yeah, he's
Okay,
jacked, man. But I
okay.
don't like his voice. But yeah,
Because you play
sidekicks
with
are really
sound. You do play with sound and music, that's why. The Rictus Chad. And let's just finish on this one. I know a lot of people have opinions on classes, but most of them have not tried them all. But we've established in the beginning that you have played a lot of classes, if not all
yeah,
of them. What
yeah.
is the one class that you would say is overrated? People like it, but really it's nothing special. And the opposite of it, the one that many people sleep on or not even think about, and is one of the best ones if they've tried it and knew what it has to offer.
Man, I really think that all the classes are good because the Jesus Christ of Dofus, in my case, I think it's Volcasaurus. I
Yes.
would love you to have him in your channel at least once. I would be
Yeah.
fanboying for you two like never, bro.
Yeah.
So and I really think all classes are good because I see Volca doing his magic,
Yeah.
going with Uginak, for example. I
Yeah.
think if I can get tell you an answer about
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
which
Go.
class people sleep, people underestimate. I think it's
Yeah.
Uginak in
Okay.
PVM. Uginak is so good. I think it's really really amazing. And
Nice.
a class that people think is really good, but it's not that good. I don't think there is.
Like just
Uh,
overrated, not necessarily in itself not good, but just people overuse it because of a habit or because of laziness. But they should try something else, maybe.
the obviously the fast answer is Kra, but I don't
Yeah.
think so. Kra is really beautiful. I think
Yeah.
you can always complicate things or make them more easy. You can
Mhm.
always hit three judgmental arrows and just pass your
Yeah.
turns,
Yeah.
or put what's the I don't
The
know what the name
beacon,
of the summon.
the turrets
Exactly.
things.
Put beacons, put a nice fulminant, you can complicate things, you can yeah um, the contrary, complicating them and
Simplifying.
exactly, thank you,
Yep, yep,
simplify
yep,
them.
yep.
I think there's not a class that is overused. Well, overused, yeah, it's crap. But no, I don't have a specific answer to that one. But
Fair
Uginak, I
enough.
think people underestimate so much.
Yeah.
Sakrier as well. Once
Oh.
in our stream, I actually have a video talking about Sakrier,
Uh-huh.
and I always wondered how it was to do solo touches with Sakri, but in the Sakri way. So like literally going melee, like you know, hand in hand as a Sakri
Uh-huh. Yeah,
in a
close
boss,
combat.
and
Hmm.
maybe it's gonna be good. And it was really good. It was really efficient. We did
Okay.
Anaris in like third, fourth try as a Sakri full agility tank in the Sakri way, and it turned out to be really good.
Fab.
So I
Wow.
wonder, I wonder if you can actually do solo touches with the classes, go in as the class should go,
I
because
see.
in PVM it's really normal to go distance, because distance you hit, they don't hit, so you have an advantage. But
Yeah.
if they hit you, does it even matter? Well, in the case of the Sakri, not that much. But
Hmm.
yeah, I have a question for you.
Please.
What the hell is about the meme, the what's a cra? What's that mean? Like I have
There
Gluto
is.
here telling us what's a cra. I've
What's the
always
crap?
wondered what was that about. And then once I was in your stream, you
Yeah.
were, yeah, I think they're gonna scare you in a bit, maybe.
I've removed it
Sure.
specifically so nobody interrupts us. I'm keeping my
Okay,
eyes on you, Bamis.
because you have Bamis there. I don't know, I don't remember if I raided you that day, but I finished my stream and I went to yours. I think I raided
Mhm.
you actually,
Yeah, yeah.
and you had Eslex, um, yeah, putting the what's a cra meme, and it scared the shit out of you. But
Yeah.
a matter of fact, it also scared the living shit out of me, man. Really,
Yes.
yeah, I
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
raiding with you in the game, and it scared
It's
me as
it's
well.
got a story. It's got a story, and I'll tell you it. And perhaps we could end
Yeah,
on that
tell
before we
me,
give you the platform
please.
to promote yourself. So, Gluto, who is the author of my misery, he is the architect of the success of the my community Discord, and which has now become one of the largest internationally speaking
Yeah,
Discords, and one of the most
yeah.
active. Certainly, he has created a little piece of software for redeemables that you can see when What's a Crop pops up. He made the tool using Unity because the game has evolved now, and he's a game designer by
Okay,
trade in his real life. He made this little tool so that he can turn all the sort of memes that are happening around Discord and in the stream
that's
into
so
things that
good.
people can play with, like you, who my face literally pokes up and says hi. That's how people introduce
Yeah.
themselves in the chat. But back to What's a Cry in particular, the meme. It has a story, and Gluto has a best friend of his that plays game with him, but he does not enjoy Dofus a lot at the moment, and he tried to bring him in. And he
Okay.
brought him into the Discord, and this guy came in, and he's the most grumpy Yorkshireman that you can think of. He's in the chat as well today, King Chezzy. And he just wanted to piss me off the first day that we were on voice chat with him. He thought, how can I piss this guy off? And I play Cry, main Cry. And every time I mention the word, and he's like, what's a Cry? And I'll jump in and try and explain what's a Cry. And I'm like, he'll have a good laugh at my expense. And because it pissed me off so much that day, it just became a thing. Like every time I mention a Cry, I'm like, what's a Cry? What do you mean? What is that? Try something else. And it caught on,
Okay.
and it spread like wildfire. And what do you know? Yeah.
But now it doesn't tilt you anymore, I guess. Well, maybe
No.
yeah, if they abuse it, right?
There
But
he is. There he is, the
there
King
he is.
Chezzy in the
It's
chat
easy.
himself. The guy who can create viral memes but never won a single marbles game in my channel.
Oh my
Oh
God.
man.
Okay, now I can die peacefully knowing what's a crime.
Don't do that until we get Volcasaurus on the
Oh
podcast
yeah,
and have a
definitely,
conversation
definitely,
with him.
definitely. That would be so
Man,
good, honestly.
Honestly, thank you so much for obliging, for giving us freely of your time. We
Thank you.
appreciate
It
you
was
and
really a
your
pleasure.
time. The conversation was a banger.
Thank you.
I'd love for them to last 6 hours, but I don't want to be disrespectful of your time or anybody else's.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I really, you know what? I wasn't thinking about this podcast today. What I want to say is that I was so busy with work and all of that. As I told you before the podcast, told you I ate a whole pizza, and
Let's go.
I didn't have some sort of expectation, but what I can say is that it was 2 hours and a half, which I really enjoyed. I
Thank
swear
you
to
so
you, man,
much, man.
I really enjoyed. I'm gonna go to bed really happy, man. I really,
Yeah,
really
I,
happy.
I do feel like I've done
Um,
something cool when I have a conversation with someone else, especially of your caliber. It just makes me feel like I've created richness in this world and done something cool. Thank you very much for obliging. And as my
thank you.
little thank you that I do as standard, as part of every podcast episode, is we tend to end on the highest note of all, which is you getting the platform all to yourself. And please do tell us about your content, how to find you, how to support you, how would you like people to show you some love
Dude,
right
I never
now
did
moving
this.
forward. It's
Dude,
your
I never
time.
did
It's your
this.
time. The platform is yours. I'm going
Well,
to shut up and it's all yours. You tell us what you want.
well,
Get us excited about things, whatever you want. The floor is yours.
so Torrente Arcano, you can find me in YouTube as Torrente Arcano. Torrente Arcano, by the way, means Arcane Torrent, the most broken spell from the Upper Mages. That's where I took my inspiration. And in my channel, you can find all kind of videos, guides. I even have a small little niche in Coliseum. I had a little list playing Upper Mage, and I try to. Right now, I try to just upload a lot of challenges. Like, for example, farming 100 dungeons of Gobble. Why, may you ask? I don't know. But yeah, I have all of that stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have Instagram. I don't have Twitter. I have Facebook, but it's personal. So yeah, unfortunately, you can't find me. Well, you can find me in Twitch as well, Torrente Arcano. But I have only these two channels. So YouTube channel and Twitch. And don't hesitate to come see me in Twitch, because even if you speak in English, as you can see, I understand English. I speak it. I try to speak it at least. Even if you're French, I can speak it in French. Spanish, I can speak you in Spanish. Arabic, I can speak you in Arabic. It doesn't matter. You're welcome in my channel. So yeah, see you there, bro. Yeah, that
Thank
was
you
my
so
first
much
time
for that.
doing this.
Can you
Thank you.
just add a
Thank you
little
for
bit
doing
of
that.
something? I felt like it was missing something. What do you consider support? What do you like? Comments? Do you like likes? Do you like $10,000 donations? What is it that you really like?
Well, if there are $10,000 donations, don't hesitate to do that,
There he
guys.
is.
Okay, but if not, yeah, I think subscribers. It's the thing I appreciate the most. So if you guys could subscribe, that would really help me. And you can also genuinely like the videos that if you watch them and you like them, you can like them if you want. That would really help me as well. But yeah, subscribe to my channel and hit all the likes that you want, that you feel I deserve, and yeah, that's all actually.
Superb.
So yeah,
I just want to add a little bit of some. That was fabulous, man. Like for someone that was unprepared, you have a talent for improv. I can tell you that, and
shut up,
public
man!
speaking as well.
Don't say that to me.
The one thing that I wanted to point out is that Torrente Arcano is on a stellar trajectory. He wants to make a living out of it. He does not shy away from it. And one
Yeah,
thing that really helps, it might seem trivial to us, but I'm starting to understand this more and more. These numbers mean nothing to a viewer. You just click subscribe. But to a content creator, that is a tool they can use to get sponsorships, to bargain with companies, to get ads and things like that. It matters to someone who wants to push this forward like he wants to do. So please don't hesitate. I've linked both channels on the chat. Just a little subscribe. It means nothing to you, but for the content creator themselves, when they want to contact a sponsor, that really carries a weight, and it's all thanks to you.
let me add something as well. I actually already had some people contacting me to sponsor stuff,
Okay, yeah.
but but I didn't like the things that they were suggesting me. So I really want to sponsor things that I also use and things that I think are useful for you guys. So it's
Awesome.
not only for the money. I really want to have a genuinely good and honest and pure trajectory, making a living with this, but not wasting your time with stupid stuff or stupid sponsors. If there's going to be a sponsor in my channel, it's going to be a sponsor that is useful for you and the sponsor that I use as well.
Yeah, not the
So
betting companies that just carpet bomb everyone,
yeah,
for
Raid Shadow
example.
Legends, download that
Yeah.
shit and never play it. No,
Waste
no,
your
I'm a
time so
piece
I can
of
make
that. Just
20 quid. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
Dude,
So thank you very much.
honestly, thank you so much for being here today. Lots of love. I'm
I
going
hope
to
it's not
put
gonna be
the...
the last one. I really want to do another one
Sure.
someday.
I mean,
I don't know when, but yeah, that would be great.
absolutely, absolutely.